Hello, everybody, and welcome to Sunny TV Unfiltered. This is the Arsenal versus Leeds Watchalong. We're going to get straight into it quickly because the draw is happening now for the fourth round. And let's see who we get. Alongside me tonight for tonight's show is Big Man Diesel. How you doing, son?
How you going, Tel? Thanks for the invite, mate.
That's all right, mate. Hope you're all good. Happy New Year.
Oh, mate, it's gone so. Do you know what? I went back to work today. Reality kicked in.
Oh,
horrible.
Mate. I know.
But I won't say too much because I think my boss might be watching this. So yeah, no, it was brilliant. Yeah, loved it.
Yeah. Just keeping an eye on who we're going to get. There's a couple that have come out already. Wolves Tranmere versus Watford Tranmere versus Wolves on Man U. Hull City against Chelsea.
We're number 28, aren't we?
Come on, be West Ham. I love it to be West Ham. Oh, Millwall at home to Sheffield United.
That'd be a good game, actually.
Yeah.
Do you know, I wanted to see Millwall and West Ham.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's been on the cards nearly for a couple of years now.
Yeah.
Every time they should have got each other, one lost and the other one went out.
Yeah. That'd be a right tasty affair, wouldn't it?
Oh, without a shadow of that. West Ham are at home. West Ham are at home to West Brom. Where are we now? Have we been called out?
I think we're 28, aren't we? Oh, we got Bournemouth. Oh, I say we. If we beat Leeds, we got Bournemouth away.
Yeah, we've got Bournemouth versus Arsenal or Leeds. Yeah, I didn't see that come out. We must have just missed it as we were talking, mate.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Yeah, that ain't too bad. I'd have that all day long, mate.
Yeah. Tom Gooner, how you going, boy? You all right, mate?
We've still got Liverpool and City to come out. Yeah, let's just quickly keep our eye on that. That'd be great if they come out against each other.
Birmingham City of the Championship. That could be tenants against landlords if Coventry win that.
Oh, Liverpool, Man City still in.
Here we go, Man City at home. Who are they going to get? Come on.
It's got to be Liverpool, isn't it?
Come on, number 12. That's the ball we want to see, people. Nope, it ain't. Fulham.
Manchester City will take on Scott Parker's
Fulham. So Liverpool.
Rochdale or Newcastle.
There's not really no one left, really, unless Newcastle do this one. No, it ain't Liverpool. Oxford, isn't it?
Do you know what? Everything is going Liverpool's way this year, isn't it? Do you know what I mean?
To the team, you've got Bristol City, Shrewsbury, Barnsley, or Portsmouth. I mean, come on.
Last won the cup in 2008 at
Portsmouth.
Number 17. And Portsmouth.
So here we go. We're at Liverpool or either at home or away, Bristol City or Shrewsbury. Come on. This is ridiculous.
Bristol City.
Oh, they got no wage. Well, still.
Got away. Right, let's turn that down then.
Tell, how funny was that tweet with the babies in the bathtub?
That was excellent, mate. That was really good.
I saw it and I just thought, you know what, I need to tweet that.
Right, let's get on to the game then. Leeds, if we beat Leeds, obviously we're just seeing that we'll be playing Bournemouth away from home. But the team lineup tonight, have you seen it, Diesel?
Yeah, I'm quite pleased with it, if I'm honest.
Let's quickly read it out, and then you can give your opinion on it, mate. Yeah,
go on, mate.
Martinez in goal. We've got Socrates, David Luiz, and Oldin. Looks like, according to Sky Sports, are playing the back three. I don't know if that's right or not, but
yeah, so it looks to me.
And then you've got Nelson, Guendouzi, Xhaka, and Kosniak. And then we've got Pepe, Ozil, and Lacazette up front.
Yep.
What do you reckon of that, mate?
Do you know what? I think he's taking it seriously, right? And it looks like he is. And do you know what? Good on him. Yeah, because I love the FA Cup.
Yeah.
I'm a bit of an old school traditionalist, right? And we've won the cup more than anyone else. And do you know what? Why not? Why not try and win it?
Well, exactly. You know, I think himself said it, didn't he, the other day? Do you know what I mean? That was one of the best times when he won the FA Cup, and
he did. And do you know what, Phil? If you remember, right, Pep, Man City always put a strong team out, irrespective of who they played in the FA Cup.
Yeah.
And that just shows it's all about trophies.
Exactly.
So fair play to him. Yeah.
Do you know what? The only thing that I am surprised about, to be fair, I know he's only just come back from injury, is Ceballos. I thought he might have given him a game in tonight's game. But, I mean, he might still be a little bit not match fit or whatever. We don't know. But, I mean...
He's on the bench, isn't he?
Yeah, he's on the bench. He's on the bench. But if Arteta says he's not fit enough, then I ain't going to go against the manager. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think he'll come on. Do you know what? I think he'll come on, but I think he won't just come on with 10 minutes left. I think he'll play a decent amount.
Yeah.
He'll probably come on early in the second half, I reckon. I think Arteta he wants to try and wrap up the game as quick as possible. And once he does, luckily, well, if we do, then he'll be able to like play about with it. But
yeah,
get the result first and play later, you know.
Yeah, no, I mean, a lot of people in the comments already are saying what a strong lineup it is. Dean Harper, Terry Diesel, big up. How you doing, Dean? Hope you're good, mate.
Dean, you are, mate.
Dean's put pretty strong team. Frank Gunner's put it's pretty strong lineup. Utabi has put buzzing geezers. Joe's put off topic, but I hope Bournemouth go down. Tin Pot Club that belong in League Two. If that's your opinion, mate, that's your opinion. I'll go with that if you want it, mate. It's not a problem for me.
I think Joe's got a soft spot for Bournemouth.
Sprinter, how you doing, mate? Hope you're good. Good evening, gent.
Hello, mate.
Who else we got here? Frank and nothing worse with the FA. Nothing wrong with the FA Cup. It's only when we win it, it's a Mickey Mouse Cup. Exactly, Frank. You're totally right there, mate. James. Should be called Terry Unfiltered TV. Laugh at that. Sorry, James. I think you're a big Sunny supporter, aren't you? Troy has put evening, Terry and Diesel. Evening, Troy. Hope you're good, mate.
Let's go and try you up, bruv.
Right, let's get your prediction on tonight's game, Diesel, and everyone in the comments. Let's see what you think the score's going to be. Let's have it, and I'll pull it up. Go on, Diesel.
Yeah, I said it earlier. I think we're gonna beat them 2-0.
2-0, yeah.
2-0. Yeah, I think it'd be a lot of goals, but yeah, 2-0. I'd say solid 2-0 win.
I've gone. Me and my brothers had a little bet each. I've gone 3-1 Arsenal with Lacazette scored the first goal, and my brother's gone 4-0 with Pepe to score at any time.
Yeah.
So a good couple of little bits there to go, keep us going if it comes off while we're on the podcast.
Yeah.
Be nice.
I think he'll play well tonight, Pepe.
Yeah.
I do. I think he'll be on fire.
I think his confidence looks like it's going to come up now, mate. Do you know what I mean? That's
yeah.
After that, well, I mean, that performance last week against United, do you know what I mean? Scoring a goal, hitting the post.
Yeah.
Putting, what's his name on his arse? Was it Shaw? Luke Shaw. Putting him on his arse, you know what I mean? Bloody hell. Arsenal 3, dirty, filthy Leeds 0, Joe's put.
He's on about the Leeds from years ago, mate. I'm telling you, they were dirty and filthy.
Dean put, glad Gooners are laughing. What a blessing for a change. Totally agree, Dean. So much difference from a month ago, innit? Let's be honest. This time last month, we was all doom and gloom, and you know what I mean. Didn't know what direction Arsenal was going in, and now look at us. Just the optimism for me is fantastic at the minute. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sean's put Arteta is not playing Danny Oretta or Martinelli really over why Nelson plan and Xhaka. Jesus, I think he's taking the competition serious, Sean. To be honest, I know we've got a lot of injuries at the moment, but myself personally, I've said it a few times. I'm a personal believer of that you should never change your winning side anyway. For me, if you want consistency in a team, then your full team should be playing all the time. For me, so if it's consistency that we want and great performances and performances like Chelsea and Man United, then I'm quite happy with the team. To be honest, I think it's more of a better team than what I thought it was going to be. To be honest, don't know about you, Diesel, but.
No, I still think it's a relatively strong team. I'm just looking at it now. I just wanted to see who the subs were. I mean, you got some Martinelli's on the bench.
Yeah.
But then saying that, some of these players are coming back from injury now. you're never going to win. Arteta's never going to win, really, is he? If he starts a lot of these players like Martinelli and they get injured in the first half,
Exactly.
then you're going to get fans who are going to say, "Why did you start him? It's only Leeds. It's only an FA Cup. Save him for the Premier League."
Exactly.
Right? But if he's on the bench, you can't please everyone. But
No.
if he's on the bench, he's on the bench for a reason.
Exactly.
You know, so you have to sometimes weigh up like that.
Well, Darkest Gooners put, come on, you Gooners. Come on, boys. 3-0 Arsenal. Send location. Don't know. That's a weird name for me. It was the same with you, Mike. Big up to you. Thank you, mate. Hope you're good. Joe went to Leeds once, come back with syphilis. Didn't even shag anyone.
You're selling it to us, mate. I'm telling you.
Well, at least you got something, Joe, from Leeds. You know what I mean?
You know what I mean?
John, well, Eto is not injured. He's doing modelling. God.
Yeah, he probably is knowing him.
J.M. Patterson Jr., if Oldin looks solid, will we still go in for another centre-back? For me personally, I think, yes, we should do. You know, Chambers is out now until basically the end of the season. We ain't got him. And if it only takes another injury and then we're on our asses again with centre-backs. So, for me, I think we should go out and get a really good centre-back. I know we've got Saliba or Saliba, or however you want to say his name, coming next year. But I still think we need to get another good one, especially if the rumours with Mustafa wanting to leave. Let's get rid of him. Do you know what I mean? If he wants to leave, let him go, as far as I'm concerned.
Do you know what, Tel, right? This is the thing, right, with a lot of us fans. If he has a solid... If Rob Holding, right, could play like, you know, Maldini tonight.
Yeah.
It's one game.
Yeah. I know you're saying. Yeah.
Short memories, guys. You know, I like Rob Holding. He's okay, but is he going to elevate us to a top four or a champion or a league title? No.
Yeah.
No. You know, we need quality.
Mickey Sean has put, evening fellas, I'm pumped for 4-1 to the Gooners tonight, as we've put out a far stronger team tonight than I thought we would do, to be honest. Arteta is clearly taking the cup seriously. Cheers, chaps. Totally agree with you there, Mickey, on everything you said, mate. Saying, okay, losing to Arsenal was the most embarrassing thing this season. It was like a cup final for you lot. So I take it you support Man United's end location. And if you do, get back off your arse like Luke Shaw, eh? Pick your jaw up on the way up and all.
It's got to be a Man United fan.
Yeah.
It's got to be.
If Martinelli plays, he will score probably 4, unlike Nelson or Laka. To be honest, I don't know. I mean, Laka is still, for me, short of fitness and confidence in my eyes. Like I said in the last podcast I've done, I think we should give him just a couple of weeks off and just tell him to go and concentrate every day on getting his fitness levels up. Just keep running. Just get your fitness levels up for me. And then I think once he scores and all, that might, you know what I mean, get his confidence up a little bit more then. But Martinelli, I think, looks absolutely phenomenal. And don't forget, we haven't yet seen him play under Arteta. I know it's only been 2 or 3 games, but I mean, at the moment, every player has looked totally different to last year. And I know it's only like 2 weeks since it was last year, but we do for some reason. Frank Gunners put, who are the subs, Terry? I didn't hear. The subs are, we've got Leno, Ceballos, Mafapafados, Bodados, whatever you say his name.
Go on, Tel.
Joe Willock, Martinelli, John Jules, and Little Saka. So we've got quite a good bench and all, I think, to be honest.
Yeah, it's decent. It is decent.
Kasuya has put, so what about all talk we don't have money to spend? Apparently we spent 150 million in the summer, and that's the problem. To be honest, for me, I don't listen to all this rubbish anymore. All this rubbish you see on Twitter, all these so-called ITKs. I don't listen to any of it. The only time that I listen to it is when I see that person has actually had his picture taken and he's got the shirt in front of him. And then that's when I will start getting excited. So all this talk is a load of rubbish for me. I don't know about you, Diesel.
No, it is. And I just want to add to that, right, Tel, is that us Arsenal fans need to realise, right, and I genuinely do believe this, Arsenal are one of the most hated clubs in the media, right? If you notice, every season, no one ever talks about the finances of any other club. It's always Arsenal.
Yeah.
Always, right? About how the way that we structure payments. Hardly 9 times out of 10, any transfer of a certain size is always going to be instalments, right? The Coutinho was instalments. No one talks about that, right? But then everyone talks about the Pepe deal, right? We are hated in the media, so don't be fooled by it. It was the same last year. Arsenal got 30, 35, 40 million to spend. Well, we KO'd that, but look at what we did in the summer. Yeah, it's rubbish. It's absolute rubbish. We are a reactionary fan base, unfortunately. And when these stories come out in the media, they know that we're going to jump on it, and we're going to just don't believe it. Please, guys, come on. Arsenal have got money, trust me.
Mars asks Diesel, who would you bring in as centre back?
Do you know what I do like? I did say before, a Lewis Dunk.
Yeah.
I just want a Premier League proven defender, right? And I actually do. I really rate him. If he was foreign, right, and he had a foreign surname, everyone would be talking about him and would be falling over him because he's Lewis Dunk and he plays for Brighton. But he's a lump. He looks like a man. He's a physical presence. He's imposing. And I think in a better team, I actually think he'd be a really good player.
Yeah, no, I totally agree with you. I
really do.
I mean, just quickly, we've kicked off. So 15, 16 seconds into the game, we've kicked off.
Pepe straight away on it.
All cheers, put, do the media rate Arsenal because the reaction they get from the fans? It could be a reason, you know. It's Embars for big up Terry. Let's support Arteta. Totally agree. Everyone get behind him. Joe's people making a living from talking rubbish about Arsenal when they ain't got a clue. Bunch of wankers. Totally agree with that and all. It's just all clickbait. Just don't click on it. He would have been. I can't pronounce his name, but he played for Leicester. We was after him in the summer.
Soyuncu.
Yeah, and he looked immense. Why on earth we didn't go for him, I don't know.
Because he went free till.
Joe's put, I'll have Aki at Bournemouth. What do you think of that?
Good player. I'll take all day long. The only thing with him, Bournemouth don't have to sell. So if they're going to probably be talking around about 70, 80 million, and to be honest, no. For that amount of money, go and get Koulibaly.
Yeah, exactly. If
you're going to do it.
Masterson's put KSC 100% focus is getting that shiny new 100,000 stadium that will open this summer. We're not getting a penny invested in the club by this leech. Well, I hope not, mate, because obviously we need to back Arteta. And like I said, for Arteta to come in, I don't understand why he would have come if he didn't have no reassurances from, the Cronkies. Uta Sport, I would have liked to have seen Martinelli instead of Nelson. We talked about this just a minute ago, Uta B. Yeah, I would have liked to have seen him, but I mean, Arteta must know if he's fit or not, and maybe just waiting to give him the second half, 45 minutes maybe.
Terry, right? Quick question, right? And this is obviously a question to the guys in the chat room as well. It's only a question, right?
No.
I've seen a lot of comments regarding Nelson, right?
Yeah.
Do you think we write off our young players too quick?
At the moment, I would say we definitely do. I mean, the thing is, like I've said before, my thoughts on Xhaka and David Luiz and all them sort of players. Yeah. But for me, under Arteta now, everyone's got a clean slate as a ball coach. Everyone's got a clean slate at the moment because I know it's only been 3 games. But for me, every single player has picked up tenfold. Every single player. I mean, Louise against United was unbelievable in my eyes. I watched it back again the other night, the old game, watched it back, and he was just immense. He was like you would want your captain to be fair. I know a lot of people have said that they wanted him to be their captain. Now, going on that performance, that was a captain's performance. The way that, you know what I mean, when Lacazette and Aubameyang was coming back, defending and putting their foot in, he was clapping them and then turning around to the crowd and getting the crowd up. I mean, it was just fantastic. Same as Ozil. I mean, a lot of people like yourself included, you know what I mean, have still got their... I've still got...
for me, mate, it's with him, it's just too little too late for me. But, that's just my opinion. But I see what you're saying. So I'm never going to win, as I've seen on Twitter, man. But, it's...
I think now, under Arteta, you will see the Ozil that we're talking about. That's all I'm going to say, do you know what I mean? Hopefully, he proves me right, and he does that. But I just think now, with obviously the way the eye press game that we're going to be playing and the attacking way we're going to be playing, we'll all be in favour of Ozil. And like Ferdinand said after the game, I don't know if you see any of the comments after the game, Diesel, but he said, I've not seen Ozil smile like that for 2 years.
Oh, is that what Rio said, yeah?
Yeah, Rio said, you know what I mean? I've not seen Ozil smile like that for 2 years. Do you know what I mean? So, well, not just only Ozil. I mean, he was commenting on Shaka and all. Do you know what I mean? They was praising us. I couldn't believe it, to be honest. We never get any praise like you.
Yeah.
You know, everyone hates us.
Yeah. They were, listen, they played brilliant. My only question is, it's clear they can do that. So where's that been?
Yeah.
That's my only question. Where I think, where has that been? Because you've proven that you can do it.
Yeah.
2 3 times on the trot.
But I mean, did you see the David Luiz interview with Soccer? Oh, no, Pepe's gone through from the halfway. The last touch there, bloody hell! But you can just see the confidence in even him. Do you know what I mean? Now, he's just once he gets that ball, he's just going straight for goal. Now, do you know what I mean? The confidence. Yeah. Going back to, did you see the David Luiz and Socrates interview after the game?
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, I mean, the honesty in my eyes that David Luiz come out and said, you know what I mean, that they're not fit enough yet to play under the way Arteta wants us to play and things like that. Oh, my God. Holdings just give it away. Got
here we go. No.
Oh, great. He's recovered. Yeah, recovered himself there, Holding. Well done.
Right, and you see Holding there, right, barking out orders. That's what I want to see, vocal. I want these players to be vocal.
But look at that. He gave it away, kept his head, and then come in with a strong tackle there. Well done.
Why are you saying that, Tell? God, Bamford was going on like he had all the time in the world.
Yeah, I know, he was slow. I mean, don't get me wrong. If that was like a different team, Liverpool, we would have been punished. But
yeah, Leeds are bringing it.
Yeah, Leeds. I mean, it's first 6 minutes. Oh, it's come back in. Oh, well, David Luiz got it out. Oh, that's it. Go on. Holding again. Go on. Yeah, well played.
Yeah.
This is what I like now. No messing about for some reason. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
How we was all taught. I remember being taught that. I don't know about yourself, Diesel. Whenever in doubt, kick it out. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Rose head if need be.
Exactly. Oh, here goes Nelson. Go on.
Right, Nelson.
Go on. That's it. Just look at that. Go on. Stretch the game. Got 3 players in. Good ball in.
Go on, get it in.
Oh, Nelson. Come on. That's the only thing he's lacking at the moment is the quality. We've got it back. Pepe,
go on.
Oh.
Good. Yeah.
God, how old is he? He looks about...
I was just about to say that. Their keeper looks like he's 8.
Bloody hell, he looks about 12. He's probably taller than me. Everyone's taller than me, but he looks about 12. Archie's put Leeds look sharper. Tom's put Leeds fancy at early doors. Joe, that schoolboy from Olding giving the ball away like that. Yeah, it was to be fair, but he got back, kept his head.
Yeah.
Leeds knocking on the door. OT's put.
Well played, Lewis. Well played.
Go on. He's on. Pepe's on. David Luiz. Pepe was on there, and Ozil was unlucky though.
Yeah. This is why, right? I asked a question about the younger players. Do we write them off? Because I reckon Arteta. Bear in mind he's worked with Sane, he's worked with Sterling. I honestly think he sees something in Nelson, right?
Yeah.
He must see it in training. Do you know what? And I do think Nelson. Yes, he's had a poor season. It's not really, but Arsenal fans are writing him off. Give him time. He's a young kid.
Yeah,
You know,
no, I totally agree with
the
you.
right, you know, look what we just saw there, Tel, right? The way he was running down, right, on the wing, yeah, and cutting in. I've not seen Nelson do that all season.
Exactly, that's what I mean.
So give him time.
That's what I noticed and all when I watched the game back against United. I mean, after the game, he went up to Nelson, and them two was like full of smiles for each other. Nelson,
Yeah.
There's just something there. I don't know what, but like you said, he obviously sees something in Nelson.
Yeah.
And hopefully, look, you know what I mean? I'm not saying he's going to get anywhere near Sterling or anyone play these players that you just mentioned, Diesel, but if he sees something in them, then there's got to be something in it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. And if he can get something out of him, he's just saved himself 50, 60, 70 million quid.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly that.
You know?
What we got here? Which centre-back pairing would you go for in the next couple of games? Would you put Holding back in? To be honest, for me, on 1999, I wouldn't change it. I wouldn't change it. I mean, that's coming from me. Let's be honest. How many times I've slated off, you know what I mean, David Luiz and Socrates and all them. I wouldn't change it at the moment. They deserve their place. So I can't see why on earth you would drop them at the moment. For me,
if you play well, you keep your shirt. It's as simple as that.
Exactly.
Play yourself out of the team. You know. Exactly. If Chambers wasn't injured, I would have said Chambers and Lewis. If Chambers, because Chambers has impressed me this season.
Yeah. I totally agree with Archie here. Three at the back is stopping our flow. I'm not a lover of three at the back whatsoever.
Nah.
I'm not a lover of three at the back. I think you should just keep it as the flat back four for me.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're just taking away a further forward player for me, in my eyes. Corex has put evening Terry and Diesel. Evening Corex. Hope you're good, mate.
Yeah, correct.
Rona's put go on Leeds, get 2-0. Well, I hope not. I hope I don't see that, but that's your opinion. And if you're a Leeds fan, welcome on our podcast. But I hope we smashes. Tony, I think Martinelli should have started ahead of Lacazette for this one. Yeah, I understand what you're saying, Tony, and I do agree. But for me, I think Lacazette's confidence and fitness level needs to get up. We need to bring his levels up. So that's why I think he might have put him out for another 45 minutes, hopefully to get him a goal and all, and then that will get his confidence up and all. Oh, why are they playing this silly?
See, that's what annoys me. It's unnecessary.
Yeah, it's bringing pressure on yourself, and that's what the back does. I don't know why he's done this, to be honest. Oh, well done, Shaka. Go on. Well done. He's driving up pitch. Come on. Pepe's on. Pepe's on. Oh, what a donut. How can you do all of that? And then your final pass is that?
Come on. Come on. Me and you could have done better there, mate.
I mean, that's just ridiculous. You know what I mean? It's not even like a world-class pass. It's just a little tap. Do you know what I mean? With the outside support, I just don't understand it sometimes. Don't forget, these players, they train every day for this.
Thank you. Exactly.
They train every day. So how can you
Exactly. Exactly. That's why, mate, I'm a little bit unforgiving with a lot of these players because they literally train day in, day out.
Yeah. Flo, I'm going to send you the link now. Flo's going to join us, Diesel.
Cool.
If you just
talk, man.
Just commentate on the game for a second while I'm just sending it, mate.
Yeah, go on, mate. Right, so basically, Leeds keeper's got the ball. So far, Leeds have got it in their own half. We're not pressing anywhere near what we was at Man United. For some weird reason. Come on, Lacazette, press. Oh, Leeds are in here. Oh, lining up a shot. Oh, good save. Oh, that was straight at him, to be fair. Tell you what, they're giving it a go. Who was that? Harrison.
Back, are they?
No. It's going to be one of them games. I think the first 20, 25 minutes is going to be all Leeds. We just have to ride it out. I think we haven't found our rhythm yet. We need to find our rhythm.
Yeah, that's been sent, Flo. Saulberg's put Shakar looks League 2 standard. Ian Hutchinson put Shakar is bloody useless. Ian Hutchinson again, evening all. Evening, Ian. Archie, Gwendouzi man. We just don't look like, excuse me, we just don't look like we've got the same structure of playing with this.
No.
Oh, that's a great movement from Leeds. Oh, they've hit the crossbar.
Oh my God, it's hit the crossbar.
Now come on, sort yourselves out, Arsenal, for God's sake.
That was Patrick Bamford. Christ, if Bamford scores against us, oh blimey, we have got problems.
Leeds deserve to be winning. They do at the moment. Can't argue with that.
A better team, Tel. Well, with all due respect, mate, we'd be 2-3-0 down.
Yeah.
Christ, that was close.
Ruthless Schooner TV. Hey, lads, just popped in to say hi. I'm watching the game on my phone while I'm working. Hope you're all good, Ruthless.
Hello, Ruthless. You're right,
mate. We've been wasting on canters, that's all. Yeah. A lot of people.
It doesn't seem to be that zip, if you know what I mean. You still like Man United, we were so sharp.
Yeah.
It's I don't know, it's like we're going through the motions here. We're not pressing, Tel.
No. We need to settle. We're looking at You're right, Sprinter. Yeah, I think we should take off a defender and go for a back four. Because we're all out of shape here. Cross comes in. Well done, Holding.
Oh, sorry.
Right, hold it, Lacazette. Come on. Right. Gwendouzi. Oh, the refs. Oh, for God's sakes. Oh, Shakar. See, well, why did he do things like that?
Do you know what? It's just terrible. You know my thoughts, Tel. I know everyone's raving about him because he's had 2 good. I do not think he should ever play for us again. Cannot stand the bloke. I really can't.
Oh, correct. It's not a back four, mate, unfortunately. We're playing back 3 with 2 wing backs. We've got David Luiz, Holding and Socrates with Kosniak on the left and... Oh, it is a back 4. He's put Socrates right back.
Oh, God, he is, isn't he?
So they must have changed that. He must have changed that.
He must have changed that in the last 5 minutes. Yeah. Look, Xhaka's done it again. Tugging at the shirt.
Frank's put, we need to wake up fast. We're giving them way too much room to play. We are, mate. We are indeed.
Come on, Ozil.
Xhaka, he's been let off there. Yeah, I totally agree, to be honest.
Yeah, he has. He's done that twice now within 2 or 3 minutes. It's just unnecessary.
Yeah, I'll stand corrected, Correx. Sorry, mate. You was right. That's right, Tony. We're missing Torreira big time. Our midfield is getting bossed. You can definitely see the difference now without Torreira, that's for sure.
Do you think it is that, Tel? I don't think it's a case of we're missing a certain player. I just think it's the way we're playing. It's a totally different structure to how it was against Man United. It was like a 7-second rule. The minute Man United got the ball, we had 7 seconds to win the ball back.
Yeah.
You know, the press was brilliant.
Oh, my God. What is the we doing there? Oh, we're all over the place here.
Yeah, we are.
We're literally all over the place.
They look nervous, didn't they, Arsenal?
Yeah. I mean, look. I mean, what is that?
Who's the captain? Slacker's in it tonight.
Yeah, it must be. Yeah, it must be. Where is he, Lacazette? Tony's put, what is going on? We look shaky as hell. Yep, we do.
Yeah, we do. Come on, Ozil. Come on.
Come on, Nelson. Just take it upfield. Run with it. Oh, for God's sakes.
It's just ran into a blind alley.
That's not a foul.
Was that Xhaka? Oh, Terry, just see what I'm saying? He's an accident waiting to happen. Now he's got to be careful, right, for the rest of the game, and they will target him now. But look, that was needless, wasn't it? Let's be honest. Let's be real.
He didn't even touch him. So why on earth he's falling down like that, the player? I don't know. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Stay on your feet. You know what I mean? You could have got the ball in and scored a goal.
But it's that gamesmanship, isn't it?
Oh. Sprinter's put, Xhaka, come off, man, for fuck's sake. Yep. Nelson just passed half a foot. Chris put, he's a liability, he always has been. Free kicks come in. Oh! Lucky enough, it just fell in front of the keeper there. Leeds up. Bet our Arsenal are awful. Because I'm a Spurs fan. Well, if you're a Spurs fan, I'm so glad. Let me just tell you how glad I am that you took Mourinho off of us, because I didn't want him in the first place. So I'm so glad that you've got him. All them Arsenal fans out there that wanted him and all, I bet you're laughing now.
I got to lie to you, I was one of them. I'll be honest, I still think he'd have done a job for us.
I don't know. The thing is with Mourinho is that it's all good when it's going good. But then when it starts going pear-shaped, he throws his toys out the pram and everything. I mean, what he done the other day was absolute ridiculous. Did you see it?
Oh, with the the ref when he called him an idiot.
No, he got booked. He went over to the opposing team and was looking at the coach's notes while he was writing them down. He's just bending over, looking at his notes.
I love shit.
Come on, man.
He's set one-upmanship, though, isn't it? And let's be honest, over the years, he's been the master at it.
Sonny's in the house. Back to the old Arsenal one-game bounce. I was 1-2 till Sprinters put Mourinho. Tony, I wanted him, to be honest. Laugh out loud. Glad I was wrong.
Yeah, but you know what, right? You're saying that. He's been at Spurs 5 minutes. You know, if people were saying that about Arteta, we'd soon be on their back saying, whoa, he's just got here. You know, they're not his players, don't forget.
I think what it is, the difference is with that, though, is that I think a lot of the Spurs fans still wanted Pochettino. They didn't want him to go.
Yeah, no, he was, yeah.
That's the difference.
A lot of them like him, yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Is Ozil playing well? To be honest, we haven't even had the ball up that half in our Leeds half yet, so not really started at the moment, if I'm being honest.
Where's this pressing gone?
I know.
This is what I don't get. Ozil running to him. Pepe, come on.
Send again, Terry. It won't let me join. Right. I'm just going to quickly try and send it again. Diesel, just trying to...
Yeah, no worries, mate.
Mate.
Oh, so Lee's got the ball, and to be honest, guys, they look very comfortable. Right, that's better. Come on, Lacazette. Put his foot in there, won the ball. Go on. Oh.
The confidence on him is just unbelievable. I mean, a normal striker would have had a shot there.
Instinct would be just to bang it. Do you know what, Tel? What do you buy into all this about the confidence. I mean, these guys are multi-millionaires. Is that a bit of a cop out? The lack of, I don't know.
See, for me, it's just hold up 2 seconds.
Leeds just had a very good chance there. Was he offside? Oh no, he was onside. Across the face. Oh, did he get a touch to that? Oh, I think he did. Martinez. Did he? Oh no, he didn't. Leeds are getting closer. Who's that? Socrates is on the floor. Looks like he's in absolute agony.
I've sent again, Flo. Let's see if that works, mate.
Oh, Socrates, come on. God.
Zoidberg has put Lacquer has no clue or confidence there. Joe has put, is Lacazette allergic to shooting the ball? Tony's put, we need to press more. They are getting way too much time on the ball. Totally agree. Sprinter's put, Diesel it's a total cop out if they are low on confidence. Go get therapy. They earn enough to pay for it.
Yeah, exactly. No. Yeah.
I agree with that. I just think, obviously, under Emery, I just think every player's confidence was shot, to be honest. And they obviously didn't buy into his philosophy. And that's exactly what Rio Ferdinand was doing,
Yeah, I know. I don't know. Anything that goes wrong, it's always Emery who gets to blame. And I just think sometimes you've got to look at the. Well, I've said this to you loads of times, Till. You've got to look at the players. I've had bosses I can't stand it, but I've still had to put a shift in at work.
Yeah, no.
Because if not, I'm out. It's the same thing with these players.
Go on, Pepe.
Who's that? Socrates?
What's he up?
Do you know what? Do you know what I find, right, really annoying, right, is that Leeds have come to our place. Now, back in a year, 2 years ago, a championship team would have come here, set up shop, pop the bus, and try and catch us on the break. Teams are now coming here thinking, let's attack these. We can get something here.
Do you know what, though? I mean, for me, Leeds are putting in such great effort here. So are they going to keep this up for 90 minutes? Oh, go on, Nelson. Well, good.
Come on, Reece.
Oh, he's done himself twice there.
Very similar to Iwobi, Nelson. It's that end product.
Well, one back again, Guendouzi. Come on, Nelson, call for it.
Right, so who's it? Xhaka, Pepe, come on.
Go on,
drive through. Oh. Look at all that space he's got on the wing.
So you look at the difference there. Against United, Pepe would have been back there. Oh, another shot by Leeds. Pepe would have been back there as right back and covering. Do you know what I mean?
But you know what, right? I'm going to put it out there, Till. Are we playing like this because these Arsenal players are thinking, it's only Leeds, FA Cup, third round? All we got to do is turn up. We're going to walk it.
Okay. He's on. Flo, how you doing, mate?
Hey. Good, mate. How are you guys?
How you going, Flo? You up, bro?
Diesel, you all right, mate?
Yeah, sweet, man. Yeah, you?
How are we looking?
We're not. We're not.
It's not been a great half hour, I must admit.
No, it's been shit, hasn't it?
Leeds are schooling us.
Yes.
Fair play to Leeds, man. They're playing really well. I tell you what, if they had a proper banger up front,
yeah.
I dread to think.
We're just not pressing at all, really. Nothing whatsoever. We're just letting him play the ball all the time. Who we got here? Correct. But if that is the case, then Arteta needs to get into them It's the job to make sure we are for each other. Yeah, exactly for it. JK's put, evening, gents. You both well. How's the wallpaper? It's great. Thank you. It's great. Chris Davis, what Leeds are showing is they can live with the big boys when they come up.
Yeah, do you know what? They need to be in the Premier League because Leeds are a massive club. Massive.
Yeah. Joker alarm put, sorry, Guendouzi off the ball is as bad as Denilson.
Do you guys rate Guendouzi that much?
I like him.
He's okay. Our fans overrate him sometimes. I think he's the answer to our prayers. Like
he just needs to, for me, he needs to work a lot harder off the ball and get his pace up because he ain't too bad for the first 10, 15 minutes of the game, but after that, he's got no pace whatsoever. So he needs to work on his pace for me and his physicality when he's off the ball.
he holds on to it too much, but he tries to. Look, we've been all right going forward. It's just the last end product hasn't been there. We've either missed the ball, we've left the ball behind, or we've held on to it too much. But it will come.
Sonny's put no pressing from the front. Come on, go on.
Go on, Louise. If you dig, son.
That's corner. Corner. Come on.
Right, come on, let's get up.
Tony's put, guys, we don't need to be worried. We will definitely win this game. Fergus put, slow cousin.
Good point.
Joe's put, Guendouzi is always a step behind off the ball. Corner comes in. David Luiz. Oh,
come on.
Oh, you've got to do better than that, son. Free header.
Come on, hopefully this is the turnaround now, the start of our game.
That's his bread and butter there. You got to put that away. Unmarked and all.
El Bandito has put, if we get knocked out of the FA Cup, it's cause fan uproar as usual and doubt in everyone's mind.
Come on.
Frank Gunner's put, come on Arsenal. DRK Droid has put, I think all our young kids need a summer in the gym. Definitely.
Yeah. Too lightweight, isn't it? They look too lightweight, need to bulk up.
Come on.
See, look, this is what I'm on about. Where's the press?
Yeah.
When this was Man United, right, we did not allow them to breathe on the ball. That's what I'm saying to you. Is it an arrogance, right? Bear in mind, this is a strong team still.
Yeah.
Is there an arrogance from the Arsenal players? Oh, it's only Leeds, FA Cup. It's a piss.
If it is, then...
Do you get what I mean? And let's be honest, right? We have... The players we've had over the years have been like that.
Yeah. No, and that's the mentality that Arteta needs to knock out of these players, if that is. Because
I totally agree. You can see him on a touch sign there, trying to rev him up.
Saying, come on, quicker.
Yeah.
JK has put, I have a feeling this bunch of players wouldn't mind getting knocked out of the cup to focus solely on the league. Well, I don't know about that. I mean, most of these players in our squad at the moment probably haven't even been to an FA Cup.
Exactly.
So we need to. Correct. Slacker needs to do the most. The gym fitness, that is. I think we're going to go on, Pep. Oh.
I think going back to that comment regarding the young players going to the gym, I think Sonny needs to take him under his wing.
On arrogant culture since Wenger days.
Yeah.
Look, it's not going to change, within the 3-4 games of Arteta's reign. He's going to take him. Nearly goal there. What a save! It's going to take more, to change that mentality. It's not going to come, within the next 4 games into his reign. That was a good save.
Was that a penalty or something?
These guys are Albanian. The player is down for them. He's my boy.
Great save. Did I miss it? I must have missed that.
That's a good save.
Yeah.
Do you know what? He's not a bad keeper, you know, Martinez.
Come on, Papa.
Yeah,
You see there with Socrates. Instead of clearing the ball, he played for the free kick there. That's stupid.
Yeah.
But why has he injured himself, their player? What's he done?
Ankle is landing.
Diesel and Sonny would turn our youngsters into human tank.
And some, trust me.
He'll make them that heavy they won't be able to move then.
Yeah, but we won't let any goals in flow, man. I'm telling you. They'd be too scared to score against us.
We'll have a great wall.
Oh, exactly.
I mean, that's some air dye he's got on there, isn't it? Bloody hell, look at that.
Son Albino, didn't he?
He's like Drago from Rocky.
Yeah. I must break you. Drago's younger brother.
Sonny's put, we look like the championship side.
Yeah.
I think half-time Arteta will get into the you'll see a big difference.
Okay,
Do you know what it is, right, boys? It's not a case of whether we win, lose, or draw tonight, right? It's the playing style.
Yep.
What's changed since Man United? That was only a few days ago, right? And it's all about the press. If you remember, under Emery, we started pressing really well. And then midway through the season, it stopped.
Clear it, man. Yeah, but the thing with that is, Diesel, we always start good when it comes to the new season of pressing, and even the last couple of games. I think we burn ourselves out. We can't sustain it, you know, because we aren't fit. Everyone's talking about how unfit we are. Even the players themselves are saying we're not fit. So we can't last it for, you know, every game. We can do it for 2 games and then we drop off.
I think at the moment, I mean, we're 35 minutes in. It's called in at half-time for Martinelli to come on for Lacazette and Ceballos on for Xhaka. At the moment, I think that's what it's calling out for.
Yeah.
Personally, I didn't think Lacazette needed to play today. The last 2 games, he's worked his ass off, so I think he needed a good break.
Yeah.
Am I the only one who thinks that he doesn't look fit? It's just something looks really off with him, Lacazette.
He just needs a goal. Take the shackles off.
He just looks really sluggish. He doesn't look sharp at all.
Pablo's put, we are on the absolute ropes, embarrassing. We can't blame the fans. A lot of people are saying that it's dead there. There's no noise at the Emirates tonight.
Look, Leeds aren't that bad, mate. They're a pretty strong side. For the last 2 years, 2-3 years, they've actually been a strong side. It's just that they've been unlucky with the playoffs.
Yeah.
Gone like. Who's that left back, Kolasinac?
Yeah, Kolasinac, yeah.
He needed a break, man, not to play.
I can't wait for half time to come. Also, I think Guendouzi needs a few games in the under-23s.
Good shot.
Leeds are on the attack again. Ball comes in.
Clear it. Oh, no.
Not dealt with it. Oh, no.
Block Nelson. Go on, Kolasinac. You got him. Now they have to press up. Now they have to
exactly. That's what I'm.
Yeah.
Go on,
oh, come on,
right.
You can't get that free kick.
Fair play to Lacazette, right? That's twice he's nicked the ball from the centre half.
Yeah.
See what a press can do? How many times, right, did we press Man United and we nicked the ball back?
Yeah.
And we created an attack.
Come on, boys. Offside. No. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's offside.
Is that Drago's brother?
Claudio, hi guys, tight game, but think we'll sneak a 1-0 win if we can get to half time. Hope so. I really do. But I don't think, I think in the second half he's got to change it up. There's no 2 ways about it. He's got to change it up. Inject a bit more pace and urgency, and I think you get that with Martinelli and Ceballos coming on, hopefully.
Yeah. Martinelli, one thing about him, he will press.
Yeah.
I think the longer the game goes on like this, I think we'll win. If Leeds have got any chance, they need to be scoring now, to be honest.
Oh, exactly.
Yeah, now.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly. They've got another good chance coming here. Oh,
Away Pepper, all on Pepper. Good clearance. I don't think Leeds will maintain this in the second half. They're going too hard out in the first half. They'll drop off.
Midfield is losing the battle. Guendouzi is too far apart from Xhaka.
Guendouzi and Xhaka can't play together in this field.
Yeah.
There's no understanding there. There's no understanding there whatsoever.
No, that's true.
They both think they're better than each other, so they don't want to listen to each other.
To me, it just shows you how much we would miss Torreira if he got injured or weren't in the team anymore, to be honest.
Yeah. So I think them two, they're just too similar type of player.
Leeds. Oh, that's coming. This is why I think we're going to win and all, because they're just not taking their chances.
Yeah, they're squandering. They're squandering, aren't they?
Yeah. To be honest, it reminds me a little bit of the Arsenal-Chelsea game. We was like this against Chelsea in the first half, being 3-4-0 up. And then in the second half, we was just, too tired and too knackered.
Yeah. When we squander chances, it always makes you think, that's going to bite us in the arse, that.
Yeah, exactly.
Same thing here.
Well said, Sprinter. There's 109 people watching live. Everyone, please, just go and hit the like button.
Come on, Guendouzi, mate. That's soft.
What's that? Sorry, Flo?
Guendouzi, the way he just lost position there. Leeds remind me of Arsenal back in the Wenger days. All these chances and then one counter attack, one chance the opposition get goal, bang.
Yeah. God,
because they've actually played really well so far.
We got a chance here.
Oh, we go, mate. Stay in your line.
Oh. Well done.
Kick.
Well done. Marsh put big credit to Martinez, been our best player. Certainly has, mate. Big D's put Leeds are dominating. Poster boys put Lacquer and Arsenal holding on to the ball too long and taking too many touches.
Come on, don't play out from the back, mate. Kick it out.
Archie put balance is all wrong. Yeah, we've mentioned that a few times. First half.
What do you guys think of the lineup? Because I missed your at the start.
The lineup, well, it looks really strong. Do you know what I mean? I thought we were going to. I didn't think it was going to be as strong as that, to be honest. I thought he might have put Ceballos in, Martinelli in, you know what I mean, Holding in, which he has done, to get him a few minutes out there on the pitch, to get him ready for, obviously, harder games that are coming up.
Yeah. Who's your next home game in the Premier League?
Sheffield.
Or away, next away game.
Palace, the weekend.
Now, that ain't going to be easy.
No, that won't be.
Viper, but what changes would you guys consider at half-time? Me personally, like I said, I'd take Lacquer off and put Martinelli on. I'll take Xhaka off and put Ceballos on. You, Diesel?
Yeah, I'd definitely take Xhaka off. Ceballos, for me, has got to start the second half.
That's such an unlucky, that. Sorry, Diesel.
Mind you, though, I was going to say, would you take, because I think Martinelli's got to come on, but I wouldn't take off Nelson. I think he's playing all right. I say all right. I think he's the best of the three. I'll take Lacazette off.
Yeah. You, Flo?
I'll take off Lacazette. And I haven't even seen our bench yet, but I'll put Martinelli on for Lacazette. Let him play up front.
Yep.
In the midfield, I think we'll probably get more of an impact from Ceballos and take Ozil off because he hasn't really done much. I think he's tired. And then in the midfield, I'll just make 3 subs in the midfield. 1 up front and 2 in the midfield, and then take off Xhaka for someone else. Is Willock on the bench or someone? Or?
Yeah, he is Willock,
Yeah, just give him a run out.
Yeah. Oh, that's still in. Carry on. Go on.
Oh, good steal from a centre back.
That's got to be a booking.
Can't ref.
How?
Can't.
Oh, he didn't. He went through his legs, to be fair, but, Terrible game. Leeds are smashing it. We're lucky not to be 3-0 down. Totally right, Franklin. Yeah, Ceballos for Shaka. Casuya's put. Mark Reynolds has put. Hope he's not stubborn for you lads. Should have changed it by now.
Not too early.
CIX has put. Leeds are just more advanced in the modern way of playing. Forex has put. Take Holding off. He's playing very bad. Every touch is every pass is to them.
Not really.
Joe's put. Why is Bellerin not in the squad? Too busy changing outfits.
Why isn't he in the squad? Is he injured or something?
No, he ain't injured.
Yeah, what's the deal with Bellerin Till?
Bit weird. Like he's falling out of favour with Marteta.
He was on the bench against United, wasn't he?
And I see some training pics of him and smiling and everything. I'm
Yeah.
probably going to run out.
Angelis has put. Flo, are you from Australia?
Yes, 100%. Melbourne, Australia. So. Yeah.
Down the road to Flo, isn't you? Down the road to us. I'd love to.
Our country's going through a bit of a hard time.
How's all your family?
Yeah.
All right with all the fires going on there, Flo?
Family's all right. We are all right. We're a bit further away from the fires. But, yeah, the whole country is, doing – all the people are doing their bit to donate with, either money or food, water and, truckloads, van loads are dropping off all the supplies they need and, for everything. But, yeah, our country is burning up at the moment, which is a bit sad.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
prayers
go out to everyone out there, man. Even all the animals. Terrible.
Thanks, man, yeah.
Did you see that Theo, on Twitter?
Yeah.
One of the videos of the woman.
Yeah.
So what was it? It was a little
koala bear, wasn't it? I think
the koala.
Oh,
Yeah. The koala. They're all giving her the water.
Yeah.
Even the two kangaroos hugging. Oh, it's just,
it's terrible to see it.
Yeah.
I hope it rains soon for you, mate.
It actually rained yesterday here and tried a little bit of drizzle as well, which has helped out a bit. But it's going to warm up in the next couple of days. It's going to go back to 30s again. So
yeah. Archie's saying that Socrates is telling fans to calm down.
just play the game. Don't worry about the fans. Just play the game.
Say.
Fuck.
If
players get go on.
Go on, Flo. Go on, sorry, mate.
If the players are worried about what the fans are making noise and that, just focus in the game. Don't worry about the fans.
Yeah.
It's not like we're playing great that you need to worry about the fans. They're saying that he's going to come, boys are going to come. We've been actually pretty poor.
Half time, boys. Really boring first half for Arsenal, I think. All right. 0-0. Diesel, give us your thoughts on that first half, if you've got any.
It's an absolute. It's like a Jekyll and Hyde performance if you compare it to Man United. For me, I look at the team. We've not exactly got a bunch of kids out there, right? We've got a strong team. I can't help but think: is it us being arrogant, turning up at thinking it's FA Cup, it's Leeds, it's the third round? All we got to do is turn up. We're going to walk it. And let's be honest, over the years we've done that a lot. There is an arrogance, and I don't know whether it's that, but tired, unfit. I mean, you're in the Premier League at a top club. Come on, there's no excuse for that. Where's the pressing? I don't know. It's poor. Leeds are schooling us. That's one thing I will say.
Hello?
Well, the first half's been pretty poor from Arsenal standards. And Diesel, you mentioned about arrogance. It could be that, or it could be that he's got six of the starting lineup players that he had against Man United, and I think it's taken his toll on them. So that's why we've been so lackluster and haven't shown much. But hopefully second half picks up and a few changes and more fresh legs, and we get a goal or two and put this out of behind us and focus on the Palace game.
But Flo, right? If you look at Liverpool, right? I'll use them as an example, right? They more or less play their same team week in, week out, right?
Yeah, they do, but they've...
Yeah, all I was going to say is I know what you're saying because I think even that David Lewis come out and said, we're unfit, right? And as much as, great, he had balls to say that and it was honest and I love all that, right? Tell it how it is. I'm a massive fan of that. However, At the same time, I do question. So, what have you guys been doing all season? How can you be unfit? You're at the Arsenal. You're in the Premier League, as what everyone says calls the biggest league in the world. You're at a top club.
Yeah.
Why are you unfit? What have you been doing in training then? No one seems to want to ask that question. You
I
know,
know there, Diesel, but for me, why ain't the manager picking that up? Why wasn't the manager picking it up? And why was he still playing these players if they weren't fit enough to play under his regime? If you know what I mean. I know I keep saying it's Emery, and the players have got responsibility themselves. But I mean, if you look at what Ferdinand was saying after the Man United game, he was saying that if you don't believe in the manager's philosophy, then it's an unhappy place to start off with when you go into training, and it's an unhappy place when you're going on the pitch because you don't see like the direction that the team's going in, the whatever. So. You know, I mean, when you take all that into consideration, I know they're getting paid lots of money. Don't get me wrong. Of course they are. They're getting paid lots of money. They should have a responsibility in themselves to be fit, you know what I mean, and play for every game and that. But for 18 months, 19 months that Emery was there, for me, it was a bad time for the players. Like Ferdinand was saying, you know what I mean? There weren't one smile whatsoever. Do you know what I mean? When was the last time you see Ozil smile and Xhaka smile and Socrates smile and all the players? You know what I mean? When was the last time you see the players come over to the fans and clap them all?
I get that, but so on that same logic, these players, if they don't like the manager, they don't play. If they like the manager, they play. You know, and this is what. So all those 60,000 Arsenal fans who go and spend upwards of 200 quid. If the players aren't going to play because they don't like Emery or whoever it is, let the fans know so that the fans ain't got to spend their hard-earned money going to the game. That's why when you said on the podcast about a clean slate, right? And I don't really go to games, you do, right? Yeah. So you spend a lot more money than what I do.
Yeah.
So that's why it shocked me a little bit because, yes, they've had 3 good games, but don't forget how they've been before because they've proved that they can play ball. So if they've proved it, my first question is, why haven't you been doing it? Forget Emery. You've got 60 odd fans here chanting your name who've come pay good money to watch you. Young kids with your surnames on the back of their shirts. Yeah. If you don't like Emery, sod Emery, play for the club, play for the fans. If that was me and you, we might hate Emery. We'll play for the Arsenal.
Yeah.
In front of a stadium like that. Come on, that's a privilege what they're doing out there.
I totally agree. Go on, I'll come back afterwards. I know Flo wants to jump in. Go on, Flo.
Yeah, go on, mate.
Look, going back to your first question is why? What have the players been doing, you know, under Emery for 18 months and why they're unfit? It all comes down to the level of coaching. Yeah. Klopp is the cream of the crop. Emery still trying to make a big name for himself, even regardless what he did with Sevilla and going to PSG. He still won't get a top club job, I don't think, in my opinion. So he started off well with them, and then probably he lost the players a bit. And then once you lose the players a bit, they don't listen to you, and everything drops. That you can even see it in training with the pictures they had. He's talking, everyone's looking down, like they're like, just let's just get this over and done with. But I agree with you, which the players is, they are paid to do their job. They need to put 100% in, but we have to realise what you said there. If you and Terry were part of it, you don't like the coach, you will still bleed for Arsenal. That's because you guys are fans. These players are not Arsenal supporters, so they have no attachment to that. But which is a shame to me because they're getting paid well to do their job. But
exactly.
Well, hopefully now with Arteta in charge, things will change because we need a hard ass in there that will change this. The mentality and tell the players, you know what, like he said in his first press conference, whoever doesn't agree with my philosophy and he's not on board, out you go. So I think we'll just have to wait and see. It's a bit too early for anything.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, Flo. We played 2 or 3 decent games, right? Yeah. And I get the buzz because obviously it's been a while since we've played anything like that. I totally get the excitement. At the same time, it was like we've been here before. Calm down, because we know this club very well. Right, and it's not. I said to you, Terry, if we don't win another game this season, I'm not going to be on Arteta. I'm going for the players.
Yeah.
You know, so for me, that's not Arteta because 4 managers can't be wrong. It can't
For
be the
me,
manager. You know what I mean?
the reason why I get so excited about Arteta, right? And to sum it up in a little thing, the way I look at it is it's like Klopp, right? You look at Klopp when he first come in. Everyone didn't like him. The fans were on his back, wanted him out in that first season. Do you know what I mean? Because they couldn't see a philosophy, couldn't see what he was doing, couldn't see the direction that they was going in and everything like that, yeah? But now look at their club. From top to bottom, right? From top to bottom, and I mean top to bottom, everyone is on board. The directors, the directors, the managers, the owners of the club, the first team, the second team, even their youth team. Look at their youth team yesterday. Do you know what I mean? Against Everton, they had their youth team out basically. Liverpool.
Everton had a strong team out, didn't they?
Exactly. And look at the difference. Do you know what I mean? In player, you couldn't see a difference, to be honest. They're youth team players. So every one of their players are all in this philosophy of what Klopp has brought to the club, right? And that is exactly how Arteta speaks, the same as Pep speaks. You know what I mean? You look at City.
Their philosophy.
I know that their City have bought their players, and you know what I mean. They've got money to go out there and spend, but you still got to coach the players.
Still got to get a tune out of them. Yeah.
Exactly.
You see, with Liverpool, is the way that their senior team play. The same philosophy and everything is brought down to their reserves, to the under-23s, to their academies. So each year when they go up, they all play the same. So if there's any players that come in, like even the youngsters against Everton in the FA Cup, they played the same style and everything. So it's been dropped down to the reserves, to the 23s, to the academies, even to the young kids, whoever they got there. Because I've got a few people who are in the Liverpool academy of under 10s and 12s. A few relatives of mine who are there, and they said that from the young age, they all play the same style that Klopp wants to play. So, because at the moment they play the best football in the world, in my opinion, and they are the best team in the world, in my opinion. So, you know, it helps. It helps when you're following the guidelines of Klopp and the way he plays his football.
Yeah. Right. Do you know what? They played the same way yesterday against Everton.
With the young kids.
Same style, didn't they?
Can't make a quick statement and all, because obviously, right, at the beginning of this season, when we was doing this podcast, when it first started, right, everyone knew that I wanted Emery out, yeah? I think everyone established that I wanted him out straight away, right? Yeah. Everyone kept saying to me, he's only been there a year. Give him time. Let him get his players in. Let him have 3-4 windows. Do you know what I mean? And see what he can do with these players and everything like that. And every time I kept saying, I don't want that, it's because I can't see the way that he's going to take our club forward. Even in them 22-game run unbeaten that we had last season, I was coming home and speaking to my dad and my brother, and I was saying, I don't know, even though we won, I still don't know how we won it, because we was awful. I think the others were just unlucky. Do you know what I mean? We was awful, right? Look, Arteta's been here 3-4 games, right? We've played absolutely 100 times better in 3 games, and yet people were still saying, "What's he doing playing these players? What's he doing? What's he going to do? How's he going to change us?" I still can't understand why people are not on board yet, if you know what I mean, or want to say, you know, let's see how it goes. It's only 2 or 3 games or whatever. But people wanted to give Emery another year.
Yeah, but to be honest, I don't think it's so much about because it's Arteta. I just think we've been sold down the river by this club for so long that, irrespective of who came in, sometimes when you're used to mediocrity, you get used to it.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's some. It's not really so much Arteta. It's more a case of, will any manager come in and coach these players? Do you know what I mean? And I think that's what it is, because we've been let down so many times, and we're going back a good few years now. Sometimes it's a case of, oh well, we get used to it, don't we?
Yeah, I know what you mean, but I just think I'm on that wave at the moment. Whereas I know, I truly believe that I think Arteta is going to be a great manager. So I know he ain't going to do it tonight. You know what I mean? I know it's only been 3 games. He's still got the same players as what everyone a month ago was saying that even if Ancelotti or Allegri come in, they won't be able to do anything with them because they're rubbish. Do you know what I mean? So we've got our January transfer window that's open now. I'm hoping, obviously, I don't know if the board will, but hopefully we get in 3 good players to go in with this team. We've still got players to come back. And the way we're played in the league alone, not the FA Cup, obviously, but the league alone, in them 3 games, I can see the way that we're going to go. I can see we're going to play the high-pressing game. But don't forget, if you've got players themselves coming out and say we're not fully fit yet, I know that they should be, don't get me wrong, but if you've got a coach that's come in now and saying, right, Diesel, I want you to go out now, I want you to run 90 minutes for me right now, non-stop. You can only do what you can do. Do you know what I mean? Until your fitness comes up to that level.
Fitness-wise, that for me solely down to the manager, right? Yeah. When I say about the players, I'm on about performances. I reckon Arteta, if you give him a blank canvas, he'll do bits here.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. I still think these players, yes, 2 or 3 games. I don't think these players, in my honest opinion, can perform that how we played against. I can't see them doing that week in, week out, because so long they've been allowed to do what they've wanted to. How do you change the mentality in players who have been allowed to coast and drift for so long and turn them into winners? Very, very rare. You can't.
Can I just on this comment? Mario, this channel is toxic. Good low. I'm glad you're enjoying it, mate. But we're not toxic. This is just we're all Arsenal fans. Or if there's any different fans in here, everyone's welcome. You know what I mean? We're just giving our own opinions.
We just want to see our club be great, man. That's all.
Exactly. You know, we're not trying to be toxic. We're not saying that we want Arsenal to lose. We're not saying that Arteta is going to be the worst manager in the world, or you know what I mean. All we're trying to do is give what's that word? I can't think. Constructive criticism. That's all we're trying to do in our own words. Obviously, we'd all like to sit here and say, "Wow, what a great first half that's been." Do you know what I mean? But there's no point in lying to ourselves. So I don't think we're toxic. It's just our own point of views, mate. That's all. But
if we are toxic, Mario, give us an example. Why? Why are we toxic?
Yeah.
I'd want to understand that.
I don't know. Ian, I don't know why on earth we're looking at him. That's just my opinion. Jerome Botan. I mean,
no.
You know, I'm fed up with getting all these.
We have David Luiz. We have David Luiz, the same player, over the age of 30. We have a stopgap player. We don't need another one.
We are not a retirement home.
No. Look. Going back to Arteta, Terry knows I want to take the experience route first, which is to get someone like Allegri or an Ancelotti or someone who's been there, done that, and won major trophies. But after seeing what Arteta has done these last three games, has really won me over. And like I said to Terry, I don't care if Sonny's in charge of the club. As long as we go back to what we were and start winning, I don't care if it's whoever it is. So we need to get behind Arteta, and regardless of whether people wanted him in or don't want him in, he's in now. So far, he's lived up to my expectations. He's proved me wrong so far. So we all need to get on board and see how he goes. Look, it's too early to judge him within the 3-4 games he's been. We need to give him at least, we'll see how the whole season plays out, and then we'll see what he does with the board when the new season kicks off next season. So we need to, just enough with this. Oh, he's inexperienced. He's not this. I'm still, just give the guy time, mate. What do you want him to do?
Just quickly, sorry. The game's restarted. Yeah. There's been no substitutions yet. So hopefully we've got a comment here from Black Square. I'm a City fan, and I'm here because I don't care. I just want to see Arsenal be great again. Arteta is the new answer, in my opinion. He needs to work with Pepe the way he worked with Sterling. Thank you, Black. Just a question for you, Black Square, because I think everyone knows that I'm a big Arteta fan, and I think he's going to do both things for us. What is your opinion of him? I mean, what did he do for your club? Are you gutted that he's left you? Or, you know what I mean? Do you reckon the players will kick on without him? Just let us know your views, if you don't mind, Black Square. It'd be interesting.
You see Nelson there? He's done all the hard part, and then he just tries to get around 3 people. Just lay it off, man.
Sometimes, I just don't understand why they just don't do the easiest things. You know what I mean? It's Raphael's put, how are we being outplayed by a championship side? Well,
do you know what? The only thing I say about Reece Nelson, right? Arteta has worked with some amazing world-class wingers.
Yeah.
I'm hoping, you know, he sees something in Nelson where he thinks, do you know what? He's not the finished article, but I could work with something here. He must see something in training where he thinks, yeah, he's raw, but with a bit of, like, you know, fine-tuning, he could be some player. I'm hoping.
Oh, we've got a chance here. Come on, Ozil.
Come on, Ozil. Come on.
Oh,
Yeah, he's got it.
get a corner.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Well
Nelson.
done. Come on, Nelson. Yes, we've got to be strong, man. That's where Sonny needs to work with him.
Yeah, but he's got to be able to read the game a bit better, knowing that he's got nowhere to go. Do you know what I mean? Go over and help him. Don't just bloody stand there.
Yeah.
It's also game intelligence, isn't it, with a lot of our players?
Yeah. But which I think will come, to be fair. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, it ain't going to happen overnight like we've been saying, everyone.
We should say that about Walcott, don't we? He's just got no game. He's not got a football brain.
Yes.
You know.
Actually, you saying that, Pablo's put Nelson is a Walcott without the pace and goal scoring ability.
Timing, brilliant.
Commentators kiss.
Two minds think alike. Tony's put Nelson has been disappointed recently, in my opinion.
Tony, listen, mate, you was also the same bloke, I believe, who earlier on in the chat said about Alex Scott, and I said to Terry before, she is an absolute salt. I'm so with you, mate. I agree. So that had to be said. I think she's lovely. She's not very complimentary about Arsenal. I must admit.
Big Jagger. Fucking hell. Come on, son. Free kick, ref. Well done, Jagger. Well done. See that Terry, mate. Give him a contract.
Right on the edge.
Here we go. He's dangerous too. Pepe, where's Pepe? Let Pepe have this. Like is it the selfish guy goes, nah, this is mine. You see that? You see the eyes on him? He got the bully goes, go away, this is mine.
Oh, I'll tell you what.
We've got a free kick here.
3 people going for it.
Man.
Like will take it.
He looks 12, doesn't he, that kid?
Yeah, I can't believe how young he looks.
It's unbelievable.
A lot of their players look young, actually, don't they?
Yeah.
Right.
Who's gone for it, lads? Who's your taker?
I think David Lewis would do it because
I
of
think
where
Laka
it is.
will take it. This is Laka's free kick. He won't pass it off the 9. Look at him. Look at the eyes on him. Just like JR. Same.
Who's going to take it? David Luiz, Pepe, or Laka? Laka. Oh, he's at the bar.
Oh, it hit the post.
I told you, Diesel. Yeah. As soon as he picked the ball up, he's just right.
Right. Boys, I'm going to introduce someone here. He's been out of the game for a long while. And yet, he's going to pull his balls out of his arse. And he's going to apologise to everyone. It's our Simon. Boy.
No.
Nah.
Sorry, I did that.
Literally can't believe I'm going to say this, but I'm jumping to Arteta's defence here. You cannot expect Arsenal to play like we did against Man United and Chelsea in that first half against Leeds. Leeds have been playing like that all season in the Championship. There's a reason why they're top of the league. They are no mugs whatsoever. Arsenal's energy levels are nowhere near what they should be. But that's when you have a coach like Emery.
Go on.
Oh, Laka.
Go on, that's it. Oh,
when you,
save. Follow up.
Sorry.
When you have a manager like Emery that plays slow, obviously football, not as quick as what Arteta is doing, that first half, I was not disappointed. I was proud of that Arsenal team in that first half because as much as a battering we took, we didn't bottle it. We didn't put our heads down. We worked off the ball. Ozil even ran to try and close people down. Impressed. Very impressed.
So, Simon, what you're trying to say is that I was right and you was wrong.
Yeah, technically, really. But you can't say, like, as an Arsenal fan, that, Arteta's going to be your manager. It's like, oh, God.
Oh, Pips.
We'll be better in the second half by miles.
Go on, Gwendolyn.
Guendouzi.
Oh,
Oh, lucky.
well, it looks like we've brightened up a bit. Thank God.
Gave him a rev up at half time.
Yeah.
Gave him a spray.
Frank's put nearly scored. Come on, Arsenal. Tony, I can't believe it, but I actually have to agree with Simon. Simon, there you go. See?
I know, Kieran's coming down with virus and all.
But then again, you got a bell end afterwards. So.
Hey, one thing I will say, right? I might have said some shit on videos, and that's real raw emotion from me. No fake, no written script or anything. You got that from me, 100%. I'm no Morley. I didn't need to hide and cower away and never be seen again and deactivate my account. I admitted when I was wrong. I did a video apologising directly to Arteta, tagging his name on Twitter and Arsenal, and it got a lot of traction.
Come on, now. Go on.
Ransom. Dive.
Reece.
Fucking boot. Look at that with him.
Oh, Shaka.
Oh, fuck.
Is that a...
No yellow. It's all right.
That's
what we should have done against Chelsea. Take him out instead of going through the counter attack, which he scored his goal from.
Yeah.
In all 3 games Arsenal's played under Arteta, we've been fantastic. Energy levels are just not there.
Simon, right? I just want to ask you, right? Because I know obviously you like very vocal in obviously you didn't want Arteta. I didn't want him, and obviously everyone knows that, right? He wasn't my first choice, but.
Do
you not see
Good
that?
save.
Good save.
Oh, good save. Good save. Do you not think, right, and this is no slur on Arteta because he has impressed me, but for anyone who was Arteta out, do you think it's too early, just a question, too early for you for someone to say, hands up, I was wrong, after 3 games?
No, because I've seen a difference.
3 good games?
I know it's 3 good games, but I've seen a difference already. I've seen that high intense. I've seen the organisation. When we don't have the ball, we actually let opponents. Man United, in that second half, we let them have the ball to do something with it because Arteta knew they got nothing. They were depending on Jesse Lingard creating for them. Once Nicolas Pepe went off against Man United and Reece Nelson came on, Martial came into the game more. And that's because they weren't double teaming.
Go on, Laka.
Yes, go on, Laka.
Go on.
Yes!
Yeah!
Nelson.
Reece.
Diesel,
What did I
mate,
say?
your
What did I
man
tell you about
Nelson.
Nelson? Tell?
Reece Nelson.
What did I tell you, eh?
Your man Nelson Diesel.
Sterling.
But
I'm
yeah,
joking,
like I said, when
Yeah,
Pepe went off, you saw Martial get more freedom, and he ended up going past 3 or 4 of our players with ease. When Pepe was on the pitch, him and Maitland-Niles were double teaming him, and they were working constantly. I've even seen Ozil graft, and that's because obviously what Terry says. Arteta knows how to play Ozil. He knows how to get the best out of Ozil. And if you put someone like Hakim Ziyech, or whatever his name is from Ajax, on the left side, you have balance between him and Pepe, and you can pick between Ober and Laka, who you want. He's building the team round Ozil. I can clearly see it. And like I've said, I've admitted when I was wrong. I've took so much abuse for it. I've been called a nonsense, everything left, right and centre. I've had death threats that have basically tipped me over the edge. Like my video, basically, after we lost 2-1 to Chelsea. That was 100% me reacting to the haters. I apologise to anyone now if I called you a wanker or a knobhead if you was into this Arteta. I was basically saying to the haters, you know what? Fuck you. I don't give a shit what you say. This is me, 100%. If you don't like it, deal with it. And if you don't want to deal with it, don't watch my videos. That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
Listen, as far as I'm concerned, what you've done, you know what I mean, you're done. So, I mean, everyone needs to, you know what I mean, draw a line in the sand now. You've apologised for what you did. And the only thing that I would have said, it was just a knee-jerk reaction to that. Do you know what I mean? No one should be calling anyone. No one should be threatening anybody. Do you know what I mean? At the end of the day, it's just somebody's opinion. Do you know what I mean? If you don't agree with that opinion, then in my eyes, don't watch.
I'll tell you one thing. Oh, sorry. I'll tell you one thing. And all, Leeds United's future is brighter than Manchester United. So I've watched them on Twitter in that first half, laughing and
Good.
saying Leeds are outplaying Arsenal and they're a better team. Leeds are a million times better than Manchester United.
Yeah.
I hope they come up, me. I really do hope Leeds United come up. I've always wanted them back up.
Sorry, I said to the boys earlier on, they need to be in the Premier League because they're a massive club. Massive club. They need to be back where they belong in the Premier League. I think they'll win
they've got
it this,
everything right.
Yeah, the championship.
They have got everything right.
They look quiet now, the Leeds fans.
Such a big following,
They
yeah.
know what's coming now.
Oh,
Go on. Oh.
Oh, come on, boys.
Look at Ozil chasing back now. Look, he's definitely put a rocket up them for some reason. I don't know what they was doing in the first half. Don't know what they was doing in the first half, Arsenal, but he's put a rocket up their bum now. And we're getting back now and we're running all over the pitch again now.
oh, he's lost it there. Go on, get back, get back.
Just as I say that.
No.
Commentators curse.
Of a bar.
Bloody hell. That was as bad as, what's his name, shot? Free shot. See that free kick? Oh, my God, that was ridiculous. Right at the end of the game. I see a comment on Twitter and saying about he's broke our clock now. That's how right it was.
I tagged him in Twitter. I said, you better not leave the country. You owe us money for a clock. I tell you what, though, Pepe looks absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
I've got a question for you, Simon.
Yeah.
Why were you so against Arteta getting the job at Arsenal? What made you jump to that conclusion straight away without even,
Because basically, right, Arsenal Football Club, you've gone from Wenger for 22 years, right? And then you jump to Emery and you know you've got it wrong. You're now trusting everything into someone that sat next to Pep, has never been a manager, and as a number two. I can't think of one number two that went on to be amazing. So what you got from me, what the hell is my club doing? What the hell are they playing at?
Okay, go on,
Pepe. Go on, Pepe. Oh, he's twisting him all over.
Go on. He's put him on
That's a penalty.
Oh, is that handball?
That's handball, that.
VAR.
Oh, Socrates. That was handball. Sorry, go on, Simon. Carry on, mate.
No, that's all I was going to say. Basically, what you got from me were just 100% my reaction. 100%.
The thing is, though, Si, right, I'm going to stick up for you a little bit here, right, because a lot of the fans I speak to didn't want Arteta. Then when he won 2 or 3 games, everyone was basically saying, oh, I can't believe you're not backing him. I can't believe you didn't want him. Well, you didn't. I've seen so many comments, right, from people who didn't want Arteta when it was speculation. Then when we won a game, it was like, I can't believe you don't want him. I always wanted him. No, you didn't.
That's it. The difference with me on my video is that I said, I don't care about transfers. I don't care about results, like winning. I want to see a style of play. I want to see a philosophy. I want to see these players know what to do on the pitch when they're attacking and defending. And I want him to see what he does with Ozil. I've seen all that so far. In 4 games, I have seen that. Will it last? Let's see. But at the minute, as an Arsenal fan, you can't really have anything to argue. If anything, Arteta's made me look a prick. And you know what? I thank him for it. I wanted him to make me look like this and be abused. Well, not be abused, but you get what I mean. And prove me wrong. And he is 100%. Look at them. They just literally know what they're doing.
Oh.
Mate, kudos to you for putting your hands up anyway. Not many people will do what you did anyway, so respect.
Well, that's it. In the summer, you had Morley coming out on his Twitter account and saying, Pepe is not coming to Arsenal. We're not in talks with him. We're not even linked with him. All of a sudden, as soon as he signs, where's Morley? He's deactivated his account. I could have easily done that. I could have deactivated it, set up a new account, put a different name on, but never done a live video or wore a mask. No offence, Arsenal realist, I'm just saying.
Thank you.
I could have easily done that, but I don't need to. I'll admit when I'm wrong, and I'll admit when I'm right. And if Arteta did prove out to be wrong, I would not go straight onto internet and go, told you all, this is why I didn't want him. I would have just done a video basically saying, this is why I didn't want him, and this is why I didn't think it'd work.
Oh, do you know what it is, right? He's really, like I've said to Tel the other week, I didn't want Arteta, but I must say he's really impressed me. However, I still think because I've had a few private messages on Twitter, right? Oh, you know, how wrong were you about Ozil and stuff? If he does that, if he plays how he is from now to the end of the season, then maybe I'll put my hands up. It's
I'll do a
3
little
games.
apology
It's a
video.
bit premature. Do you not think? Or is that just me? It's a bit premature.
No.
Oh, right. You were right. I was wrong. I'm sorry. It's 3 games. Calm down. We know this club. And it's not Arteta. That's not a dig at Arteta, but we know this club. Forget Arteta for a minute.
Matt Alves' brother.
Oh, God.
That's sharp.
Funny.
I mean, every time that I was trying,
that was a bit tasty, wasn't it?
Bloody hell. Every time everyone used to say to me, like, how do you want us to play, Phil? What do you think the difference is? And all things like that. And that was what I used to say. I want Arteta because of the change in formation, the change in style of play. I could see that under Arteta. I don't know. Yeah. I'm not, you know what I mean, not claiming to be anyone or anything like that, but I just thought he's been under Pep for 3 years now. Do you know what I mean? He can't not have learnt something. Do you know what I mean? From being there. And like all the Man City players have been saying, it's not actually Pep that's been taking the training sessions, it's Arteta. And we will press as a team. We will beat the ball up the opposing team's half. And if you do that, then you've got 9 times out of 10, you ain't going to concede a goal because the ball's down the other end. If you're defending from the top, then you've got half a chance of not conceding in my eyes. Do you know what I mean? And
that's it. Where they've just crossed it in, then don't look at the holding headed it out. Look at every single position of where them players are. They're where they should be.
Joe's put everyone wanking over Arteta shows how far our standards have slipped. Wait until he wins us a trophy. We're a big club, but we don't act like it.
But Terry, right, I will say this, right? I know there's a lot of fans who are sort of they believe in them sort of comments, right? But to play devil's advocate, a lot of fans did get gas last season under Emery, right? When we started playing well, when we went on the 20. I mean, you went to games. I went to a couple last season where all I heard was, "We've got our Arsenal back." Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
I know what you're saying. I'm just saying, we have that sort of fan base where if we have 2 good games,
Ozil's ending dreams here.
What a ball! Go on, Nelson. Shoot.
Go on.
That's a penalty.
Go on.
Shoot.
Oh.
Come on.
Right. Unlucky. Sorry, Diesel, what you're saying?
I forgot now.
It's a penalty. It's pulled him down.
Under Emery, you know, we do have sort of 2 good games, and then we do go nuts as a fan base. I mean, I went to a couple last year. I know you did. Obviously, you got a season ticket. How many games did you hear the crowd chanting, "We've got our Arsenal back"? Because we had a couple of decent games.
Yeah, I mean,
go on, Reece.
We do sort of jump the gun a little bit, don't we, as fans?
I mean,
if you're honest, hand on heart, we do.
No, I don't really want to say the word, but I mean, I think some of them ones what you're talking about are like deluded fans, if you know what I mean. I know what you're saying. We get a couple of wins, and then you know.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a booking there. Oh, go on, lad.
Why does Lacazette have to get involved all the time?
Headbutt him. I can't. Do you know what? He so looks like JR Decipher, doesn't he?
No, I was just about to say.
Same image, isn't he?
Look, lads, I've got to step out for a bit. I've got to do some stuff. Thanks for having me on, Terry.
No problem.
I've got to head out.
Speak to you soon.
Nice one, Flo. All the best, bruv. All the best, man.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, stay safe.
Simon, keep back in Arteta, mate.
But the old breaking news, Pepe stays on for 90.
Simon, did you hear that?
What's that?
Flo said, "Get back in Arteta, Simon." That's what he said.
I did. I said it on Twitter, didn't I? I said I've seen a difference, and I've admitted when I was wrong. I am behind the manager now.
You're a good man, mate. Not many people will do 180 and apologise. Good man. Respect for that.
Oh, Martin, nice one.
All right,
cheers.
Be safe,
cheers,
mate.
Flo.
Oh, Martinelli, who did he come on for? I missed that. I was looking at Flo.
Reece.
Recently. Oh, mind you, probably might be on for the next game, mightn't he? So
Go on, Martinelli, straight in there.
I'm gonna back him for a goal here, Martinelli.
Yeah.
Without a shadow of a doubt, I reckon he'll score tonight. We've got Mario Kart put by Leeds. Thanks for the memories.
Don't say that yet. It's only the 67th minute.
He's put Martinelli, yes. Joe's put, listen, I'm as optimistic over Arteta as anyone, but let's calm down and be sensible. I'll start going over the top when he wins the trophy. That's all. Look, I don't understand this. You know what I mean?
I'm not going over the top. I just admitted when I was wrong. That's it.
Why can't we go over the top until we win a trophy? At the end of the day, right? As Diesel said, we all go to games if you can. You know what I mean? If you live near the ground or whatever, blah, you know. For 2 years now, I've been down. You know what I mean? I wanted to go to Arsenal. I couldn't be bothered to go to Arsenal. It's been boring. It's been useless. It's been rubbish. You know what I mean? I hated the manager. I hated his philosophy. Even I hated his philosophy. So if I hated it, do you know what I mean? And I hated going watching it, then why can't the players do that? I know they're getting paid loads of money. Do you know what I mean? But it was boring to watch. It was crap. You know what I mean? I couldn't buy into it. Now I've got a manager that I'm 100% behind. I know that I sound like I'm going over the top all the time or whatever, but I can see what he can do. I can see what he wants to do with us. He loves Arsenal. He's passionate about our club. So why not go over the top? I don't understand it. All right, it's only been 3 games, you know what I mean? And we've got a long way to go. I understand that. But give him a chance, you know what I mean? Hopefully, like I said, in January, we will get 3 players in. We get our players back. And let's see where it takes us, leading us in to next.
You know what? It's like I said to you, right, earlier on. I don't know if Simon agrees with this, right? I don't think it's with a lot of fans. It's not so much Arteta, right? It's the fact that he's joined a very toxic's probably the wrong word, but he's joined probably Arsenal at probably the worst time because there's a lot of unrest that was here before he got here, before Emery got here.
Yeah.
So because we've been so used to being let down by these players, by the board, Arteta's come in as the knight in shining armour, right? And that's great. But there were so many underlying issues before he got here. And it's put a lot of fans in that mindset of it's not so much Arteta, it's Arsenal as a club. How we've been. Don't forget, over the years, we've been spoiled. We have been spoiled. You know, early Wenger, George Graham, right? And to drop from a pedestal as far as we have, same as like Man United, exact same. We were spoiled. Look at the ballers we've had. Look at that podcast we've done with Johnny Buttons. You know how romantic that was, talking about the Bergkamps, the Henrys, and now we've got these. You know, so and I think that's what it is, and I think we've fallen so far from grace. It's very hard to accept when we've won trophies, we've won this, we've won that, the glitz and the glamour, the champagne flowing football. We were the closest thing to Barcelona, the closest thing to how they play. Yeah, and we've fallen so far from grace. A lot of fans can't accept. This is where we are now.
Why does he have to do this all the time? Bloody hellfire.
We got a free kick here. Do you know what the worst thing about that? What you just said is that we could have been so much better and all under Wenger. We could have been so much better. But you know the worst thing that Wenger didn't do, which Alex Ferguson done, in my eyes. The reason why Alex Ferguson is one of the greatest managers ever, and Wenger couldn't get there. Why would you say?
Recruitment.
He broke up the Invincibles after they won the league. That's the biggest thing.
It was recruitment at the right time. Ferguson, no matter how many times he won a trophy, the Champions League or whatever, he would still go out in that window afterwards and buy an elite player. Every single time. Do you know what I mean? He wouldn't procrastinate on the team that we've already got.
Yeah, his backroom staff he always switched it up, didn't he?
Yeah.
You know, he kept it fresh. He rebuilt teams.
Yeah.
And for me, a lot of the issues we've got are Wenger. I think it's, in my opinion, he stayed too long. He put himself above the club. He's an employee, and everyone was like, "Oh, he should be allowed to go when he wants." Sorry, what? No,
Exactly. Yeah.
you're an employee. If you've done the job for free, then yes, go whenever you want. I get that, but he's been paid very well, and we gave him a platform as much as he done good things for us. You know, so nah.
Yeah.
It's like people when they say Wenger wasn't backed. He was backed. The money he spent is on the players that he bought, and every single one of them have been shoddy. Every single one of them. Literally. He's just bought wrong, that's all.
Yeah.
Him, Gazidis, and Dick Law, if they ever existed.
And he was allowed too much power at the club.
Yeah.
And Ferguson was also very clever because he got out at the right time when he knew there was nothing coming through.
Harry won the league, right? With that
It's
team,
like I said.
Well, that's what that last season when they won the league, he obviously went out and he knew that he needed to buy one player, and that one player was Van Persie.
Yeah.
And without Van Persie, they wouldn't have won the league. So it's as simple and easy as that. What a fantastic manager. And even Van Persie and Ferdinand said the other night on the interviews, Ferdinand said that Ferguson pulled in Scholes, Rooney, Ferdinand and all that into a room and said, look, if you don't get that ball up front to Van Persie in a game, you won't be playing the game anymore. You'll be on the bench. That's what he said, Ferguson, to all these top players.
Yeah.
He said, I've bought this man to win us the league. If you ain't giving him the ball, then you're not playing in my team. So every time, that's what I mean. The philosophy on that pitch was get that ball, get it up front to Van Persie.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And that's the difference. And that's going to be the same sort of difference with Arteta. We're going to be like that. You know what I mean? We're going to go forward every time we get the ball. Whereas under Emery, we was let's be
Lacquer.
Yeah, no, I get that.
Go on, Lacquer.
Oh, what did you do that for? Oh, that's a free kick. Oh, it's not. Go on, Pepe.
Go on, Lacquer, kick him.
Martinelli! Oh.
Corner.
They're tired now. Leeds are tired. They look absolutely blowing out their eyes.
Yeah, they do. I said to you, they was never going to win it. They had to score in that first half.
Exactly. We said this, Diesel, didn't we? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. The window of opportunities passed. Fair play. I'll tell you what, they've held their own tonight. Their fans can be proud of them.
Yeah.
They've held their own.
But it's exactly like I said, to be fair, the way we played against Chelsea. They had a fantastic first.
Oh, they're looking at a VAR here. Is it a possible red card?
Oh, violent contact. Oh,
No.
yeah.
No check.
Did he kick out?
No.
Oh, Scratus.
Oh,
God.
He looks different and all, Socrates.
Oh, well done, Shaka. Well done, boy. So he does stupid things and then he does something like that. Do you know what I mean?
Chuffing hell, we'll capture that bit and stick it on Twitter for me.
How can no one be in the back post, though? That used to be our trademark, didn't it? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Adams flicks it on for Baldy or O'Leary or, you know what I mean? Keown on the back post.
Oh, Martinelli's unbelievable. Oh, what a save.
He's class, mate. He's going to be a class player. I still can't get over how young that keeper is, mate. I'll tell you.
It's ridiculous.
It's his debut as well tonight.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's the goalkeeper's debut.
Well, I tell you what, sign him.
Save.
It's been good.
Yeah, good save, that.
Look at Ozil back there again, though. Look.
Yes, yeah, literally, they lot.
And Pepe, look, different from the first half to the second half. Unbelievable.
We were like that last season, weren't we? We only sort of turned up in the second half. Remember, we were a second half team last season, weren't we?
Yeah, you're right.
The thing with Emery, though, with this high press that we're doing with Arteta, he changed everything, Emery. He stopped doing the high press and wanted control in midfield and all that rubbish.
Here we go. Well, bringing on Willock here. Don't know who's coming off.
Oh, Mesut.
Well done. That second half, you done well, mate.
I'll see what Mesut does at the end of this season, and then I might do an apology video
Diesel can be with you.
Mm. He runs a lot, but does that warrant 350 a week? For me, no. If he brings to Arsenal, right, what Kevin De Bruyne brings to Man City, he's worth that money. Pay him.
I tell you what, though, we always blame Ozil.
Games under Arteta, Diesel. Got to give it time, son.
Well, we blame Ozil.
He's done, mate. He's been done. I don't think that's no dig on. I don't think any manager. He's lost his hunger for me. He's had a couple of good games. If he can do that week in, week out, at the end of the season, if he's played every game like that with that desire, then I feel all right. But either way, he's on some. That salary is holding back our self-sustaining model. That is a big dent in our finance. Let's be real, it is.
I know it has been a dent in our finance, but let's be honest. Let's be real. We've been robbed of 2 years of him under Emery. We've been robbed.
And Wenger.
We have.
He weren't doing the business under Wenger, Tell.
And I don't know.
That was before Emery.
Different, but I'm talking about Emery. The last 2 years, we've been robbed. We've been robbed of that player in the last 4 games. Let's be honest, we have.
I agreed with Emery when he dropped him. I'll be honest with you. He only backtracked because of the fans were on his back. And the Xhaka thing. Xhaka, for me, should not be blamed again for us.
You know what the difference is for me, right? The big thing is that obviously...
Martinelli's through here.
Go on.
Oh, good defending again.
Right, the difference is for me is that because he plays for us, I think what it is, fans see him all the time, right? But when you speak to opposing fans, which I do quite a lot, they always say that I would love to have Ozil in my team. Why on earth do your fans want him to track back? That's what I always get told. Why on earth do you want Ozil to track back? What's he going to give you tracking back? What is he best at, Ozil? He's best at... He's best at assisting strikers and getting your strikers to score, because any assist is better than the goal. Because without that assist, you won't get a goal.
Yeah, but then he doesn't even do that.
Yeah, because under
we want him to track back. He doesn't track back.
But
forget the last 2 games. Like in general, Ozil doesn't track back. He doesn't. So if he's not going to do that, if you want to be a star, give me a star effort. Yeah. So if you're going to, do you know what I mean?
You're totally right, but what remember is under Emery we didn't have that. We didn't have no attacking play whatsoever. Oh, do you know what I mean? Our attacking play was none and void to me. We was having. I mean, I kept running it out. I kept showing all the fans on here the stats of how many shots we was having on goal, and how many times we was in the opposing half. If you ain't in the opposing half and you're not attacking, then what else can Ozil do?
You know, I get that, but he's not the answer, Tel. I'm telling you now, he is not the answer. I know he's had 2 or 3 good games. He's been in 6 seasons. He's done nothing. If he's that quality, right, and he's that good as what a lot of the Arsenal fans say, it doesn't matter where he plays on the pitch, he will do the business. He doesn't do it. He doesn't look hungry. He's won the World Cup. He's won the ultimate. For me, the hunger went years ago. He's in London. He's on a good wedge, right? That's it. Honestly, I don't see a player who wants to bust the gut for us. The last 2 games he's played well. Yes, I grant you that, right? But if he was the chairman of the club and you had the chance to buy Ozil and you had Mystic Meg say to you, he's going to do nothing for 6 years, but he'll have 2 good games under Arteta, would you have forked out the 45 million for him? Knowing that, you wouldn't, would you?
Obviously, of course you would. What I'm saying. But what I'm saying is that I think people can see different visions. Obviously,
he's coming forwards. Good defending.
Everyone can see a different vision. Do you know what I mean? That's what it all comes down to at the end of the day. I can see a vision that if you play the correct football with Ozil in your team, he will be fantastic. If you don't, then he won't. If you're not going to play that way, I've always said it, there's no point in having Ozil in your team.
Yeah, but why is he so protected though, Tel? Why is it? Right? When he first come, he had slow strikers, right? So the argument was, if you have a fast striker in front of him, he'll do the business. We get that, right? We got that eventually. Still nothing. Then the argument was, oh, we need fast wingers on either side. Okay, we then got that. Still nothing. We have to accommodate. I've never known us have to accommodate a player more so than Ozil.
Yeah, no,
I've not had one bit of abuse, right, on Twitter. Right, I put out one tweet about Ozil and the abuse I got.
yeah.
I've never known such a
Tell me about
protected player in my life. Honestly, he's so protected, and he's not even worth it. Till he doesn't win us games. You're in the trenches. You look. He's the man, the talisman. You're looking at Ozil. Get us out of this. Win us this game. Name me one game he's ran it or he's won it for us. He hasn't. Let's be honest. In 6 years he's been here, can you name me a game where he ran the game, he won the game for us? We was in the shit, he got us out of it. He was our talisman. I can't name one, and you would struggle to name one. Be honest.
Yeah, no, I know where you're coming from. Don't get me wrong, but I'm just saying that I think if you under Arteta now, he's going to play the way that Ozil loves, if you know what I mean, and Arteta knows that. So that's why he's going to keep him. He's going to keep Ozil. Ozil will stay under Arteta. And that is because Arteta, his vision, like you said, he's never going to be nowhere near, what's his name, De Bruyne, Man City now. Never going to be that level. He's older than him. But
he should be on that level, Tel.
That was a lovely touch there. But
he should be on that level. He should be on that level. You know? If he was 24, 25, and Arteta was here now, most fans will say, all right, let's see how he does under Mikel. The man's 31, Tel. He's done. Let's be real, he's done.
I think he's still got another 2 years in him. I think he's got another 2 years in him. And
where we want to go, I don't think he's the answer, if I'm honest.
That's why I think Hakim Ziyech is being looked at from Ajax as his replacement.
I'll take Ziyech in a heartbeat over Ozil.
That's what I mean. So if Ozil's not going to leave Arsenal, so what I would do, I'd just let him run down his contract, to be honest, because no one's going to buy him. You're not going to get rid of him because he's going to refuse to leave. So if you get Hakim Ziyech in, at least he's got a year and a half, basically, under Arsenal. He plays with his idol. Ozil leaves. Ziyech is his new replacement. That's what I think.
And do you know what, right? That comment that Tony put in, right? And I've always, to be honest, right, big up Tony, I've always thought that myself. Right? Why has no team coming for him? If he's that good and he sells shirts and his salary would be minute with regards to the merchandise and all of that, because he is a brand, isn't he, Ozil? Let's be real, he's a brand.
Yeah.
China, he's massive, right? Why is no club coming for him?
Because of his wages.
Right. But the merchandise and the shirt selling, you get your money back 4 times over on his wages. So his wages would not be a stumbling block, would they? Because of
they are. This is why Man United are in dire straits, because they've got average players on big wages and they're struggling to get rid of them. Jesse Lingard is on, I think, 120 or something like that. No one's going to pay 120 for Jesse Lingard. So United would have to pay half of his wages and the team that he's with would have to pay the rest. But with Ozil, Arsenal are refusing to pay any of them wages if he's not there because we're being mugged off.
Yeah.
And that's it. So I think he's done anyway in 2022 for good. His contract just runs out. There's nothing we can do. You either pay it off, wait till you've got a year left, and you pay it off basically, and you say to the fans, we can't go and get this player until this person's paid off, and then we can go and get him. That's what you've got to do.
Yeah,
it's just like I said. It's just people with different visions. That's all.
Go on, Socrates. Look at this.
It's different. It's different. Like I said, I don't know.
Just Socrates faded it corner here.
At the beginning, and
he's got a free kick. Go on, Socrates.
That's the side of him I do like. I ain't gonna lie.
Watch this.
Look at the friends. Go on, son. Go on.
Look at him. He'll flow that lot. Oh, it's fating now. It's actually fating.
But you say, why is no one coming for him, right? How much would you rate Paul Scholes out of 10?
10. Scholes was unbelievable.
He said to on his interview, he said, if I was Solskjaer now and I was advising him, I would tell him to go and pay as much money as he can to go and get Ozil for this season. That's what he said.
Yeah, but tell that's paper talk, man. Come on, do you honestly
No,
think?
no, he said it. He said it. He said it
Yeah,
in an
yeah, I
interview.
know, but these players, they say things, man. Come on.
That's what I'm saying. It's vision. It's vision. You can tell what you can do with a player. That's what I'm saying. Listen, I was the same with Xhaka. You still had people, Arsenal fans, saying that he should be our captain. He should be running our midfield. He's a great player. I could never ever see it. Never see it.
That's the same as Guardiola, right? Saying that Phil Foden is the best youngster he's ever seen. I mean, this is a man who's done Barcelona. Come on.
That's not a red card.
That's not a red card. He's basically just slid his hand down. That's not a red card.
It's practically sat on his head. It's a yellow card. This is stupid.
It's gone. Yeah, no, it ain't a red card anyway.
No.
Nah.
Paul Pogba's situation makes me laugh. Absolutely makes me laugh.
I love it. Let him stay there as long as he wants, because I've never rated him either. I don't know how people think he's one of the best midfielders in the world. I've never ever rated him. I think
overrated. Yeah,
he's
I
crap.
agree with you. Very overrated.
Crap.
Very overrated. But you know what?
Alex Ferguson worked him out.
How can Solskjaer, right? Listen, this is embarrassing, right? Embarrassing. How can Solskjaer, as the manager of Man United, right, say in his interview after the game that Paul Pogba's fitness team or whatever have said that he's got to have an operation? People said that he's got to have. How embarrassing is that?
Yeah, that's what he wants.
Do you know what I mean?
That's what he wants. Yeah. Would that have happened under Fergie? No.
No, Fergie got rid of it.
Diesel, if that did, his ass would have been sold before he got home from training.
Oh, of course.
Do you know what I mean?
Fergie got rid of it. Fergie sent him to Juventus.
Yeah.
Roy Keane would have got to him. Forget Fergie, right? Roy Keane would have got into him.
Lovely touch, lacquer.
That's got to be the most silliest comment I've seen of the day. That from Kevin. Pogba is better than Ozil. My goodness.
They're both the same, in my opinion. I've always said that. They're both the same.
My good God. How on earth anyone thinks Pogba is a player, I don't know.
They're just luxury players.
How much did they sell him for?
Nothing. Fergie sent him to Juventus and he went for nothing because he thought he was bigger than Man United, and then they paid 90 million to bring him back.
That's an embarrassment in itself.
Giving Jesse Lingard a new contract is embarrassing.
He's just gone with that agent, and no, isn't he, Lingard?
Well, Joe bloody hell. Terry, John has told me something today that James Maddison has signed a new deal.
What, Leicester?
Yep.
Yeah, he ain't going to United. Why on earth would he want to go there for?
Do you know how many times I've tweeted, right, James Maddison, saying, hurry up and get to the Arsenal, right? And he's still not replied to me, right?
I wonder why that is, Diesel.
Oh, I'll take him in a heartbeat.
We're still on this. A few people are still on the Ozil thing. Who's in the Germany team? Yeah? Germany team. Who's their most assisted player?
Yeah, but look at the plays he had around him. Me and you could have slotted in there.
So are you saying?
Let's be honest. He had class.
Are you saying then the Germany managers built a team around Ozil?
No, I wouldn't say they built a team around him. He just said
around him. Do you know
it's the same as like Real Madrid. You know, he had class players around him.
I'm gonna have to go, lads.
All right, mate. No problem. Thanks for coming on, Simon.
Cheers.
Sorry, Arteta. That one, sorry.
Bye, mate.
Sorry, mate.
Cheers.
Come on, mate.
Diesel, I see you tweeting him. Sprinter's put.
Yeah, I'm sort of Springer, mate. You know, honestly, I keep saying to him, hurry up and come to us.
Lacazette. Oh. Well, we still got it. Guendouzi, go on.
We'll play Guendouzi.
Come on. Free kick just outside the area here.
Yeah. Clever, smart. I don't think he could have got a shot off there. But yeah, it's about wasting time now. Let's be honest, these days.
Listen, at the end of the day, all right, the first half was absolute crap. Let's be honest. Second half, we've come out and we've played a bit more like it. Some good football, and at the moment we're winning 1-0. Now, hand on heart, has he come? Hand on heart, would we have won this if we was under Emery or Lundberg?
Yeah, I'll take the 1-0 win.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll take the 1-0 win. It's winning, isn't it? It's winning. It's just it's what we and that's the thing though, Tel. You see, we're of an age, right? And I think that's why I get so harsh on these players. Like you mentioned, Paul Scholes there. Player power wasn't really a thing back in the day. Loyalty stood for something. Years ago. When you look at the likes Paul Scholes, Ryan Giggs, they were one club men. Tony Adams, Now, we're talking about. Pogba. That's just an example. I remember a time when the manager was the highest paid person at the club.
Yeah,
not the players now.
Yeah.
And that's what I sort of struggle with. So when I hear, Lacazette short of confidence, or, this player's not playing today because his head's been turned because there's a club who's shown interest in him, and I just think, hang on a minute. If put all these players on pay-as-you-play contracts, trust me, they'll all turn up. So if they don't play, they don't get paid.
Yeah.
And I just think we're in a day and age now where they're so pampered, and like managers, I look at Arteta, right, and I think he's going to be a good manager. But nowadays, I think the skill set is you need to be more of a man, mate. You need to have more, put the arm around the shoulder, and befriend them, and if they like you, they'll play for you.
Yeah.
If they don't like you, you're screwed. Do you know what I'm saying? It's very much that now. And that's the way football's going. They're just too pampered for me. They hold all the power, unfortunately.
I thought it was fantastic, mate. I thought they was brilliant last night, Liverpool, and they are looking like a fantastic team.
I think they'll go unbeaten, Tim. I do.
Do you know what? I'll make a statement here. I'm going to make a statement. They're going to go unbeaten until they come to us at home, and then we're going to beat them.
Do you know what? That would be so written in the stars. It wouldn't surprise. It would surprise me, but it wouldn't. If there was a team to beat them this season, who better than us?
Exactly. Look,
to protect our record.
Right. Let's do a contrast. Right. We played them, I think, the second or third game in, didn't we, this season?
Yeah.
All right. Just before I do that, Flo, you've been on, mate. I don't know why you're bloody giving us donations again, but thank you very much. We're going to win the FA Cup, lads. If we do, Terry will take us all on a night out. Deal or no deal, Terry. I'll fly down just for you. Yeah, I'll take everyone out. No, you just that you'll be paying for it, mate. No problem. But what was you saying?
Oh God,
I can't think what I was saying. Oh yeah, let's do a contrast. So I think we played Liverpool the third game in, wasn't it, under Emery? Yeah. And we was all going there and said, look, let's not go there and worry about what Liverpool do. Let's not sit back because they'll annihilate us and let's try and attack. And what happened? We went there. We didn't have one shot on target, I don't think. I thought that was over then. We didn't have one shot on target, I don't think. And we was absolutely annihilated. But now, under Arteta, let's be honest, he ain't going to sit back and think, oh, well, Liverpool's this fantastic team. So that, let's sit back, be compact and see how we do. He's going to play like we did against Chelsea and against United. And don't forget,
I agree.
I think we played them second game from the end of the season. Is
I'm going to be honest with you, right? When I said to you, and you know my faults. I didn't want.
We won. Mate, all over.
I didn't want Arteta, right? I wanted an elite manager, right? Because I honestly thought the players they won't respect him. He ain't done nothing in terms of a manager, right? And then I've seen clips his first day of when he walked into, I believe it was the offices or whatever. And he basically straight away, hello, how's everyone? I hope you're ready. We've got a lot of work to do. Straight off the bat. I was like, I like that. Then when Saka was on the pitch sitting down and he walked over to me, get up.
Yeah.
It was at the end of the game. Shook his hand, but he said, he looks like a no-nonsense sort of bloke, right? And that's what we've needed. That's why I banged on about Simeone. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, as Kenny says, like naughty kids in a sweet shop who need to be told off. You know what I mean? But from what I can see, mate, I'll be honest with you, Arteta seems that, I've not come here to be mugged off. My way or you're out. End of.
Yeah.
So what I'm hearing all that, and I'm hoping, well, it looks like the players are buying into it, but he's not come here to be a failure.
No.
So that's what I said to you. If the board back him, and I think never know with him. If they do, mate, I can see him doing something here. Because he looks like he's hungry, he's fresh, he's young.
Yeah. Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I've seen bits where I'm like, do you know what, Arteta, fair play. I thought you'd be a walkover, but it looks like he means business.
Just quickly, they're just showing the attempts in the game. In the first half, we had 3 attempts, and they had 15. In the second, we had 13, and they had 3. So, but again, once again, all the players are all going around the stadium, thanking everyone. They've all got smiles on their faces. Arteta's jumping about and putting his arm in the air. Do you know what I mean? Another clean sheet, as Arsenal Forever just said. I mean, 2 clean sheets in a row. When was the last time we done that?
No, exactly. And do you know what? Another thing that he does that I like, I used to hate it, right? When win, lose or draw, Wenger would never acknowledge the fans. Just used to walk straight down the tunnel, right? And I think that's disgusting.
Yeah.
And I'll see Arteta actually comes onto the pitch, goes around all the players, same as what Klopp does. I think Klopp's class. The fans revere him down there, right? Because he buys into it. You know what I mean? He acknowledges the fans. Wenger never used to do that, if you remember. Straight down the tunnel. Yeah. Right? So that's one thing I will say. I love seeing that. Get that connection back with the fans. Emery was the same. I never saw Emery walk onto the pitch once.
No, exactly.
No,
I totally agree with you, mate.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm excited. You know what I mean? I am excited. Don't get me wrong. I do think that under Arteta we will do things. I don't know why, but I've just got a good feeling. You know what I mean? And if you've got a good feeling about it, why not shout about it? I don't understand.
Yeah. I think
2 clean sheets. It's been a while. Exactly. Can anyone in the comments tell us the last time we kept 2 clean sheets? Because I don't remember. Do you, Diesel?
I can't remember when we had one last clean sheet, mate. Other than the Man United game, but I think.
Go on, mate.
Yeah, I think what it is, mate. A lot of it as well. I mean, this is exactly where I was coming from as well. Is like as you said, Tel. He needs time, in which he does.
Yeah.
I've just always thought Arsenal were not in a position where we don't have to. That's the one thing we don't have, because it's really imperative that we get top 4, right? Not to. For me, there's no point being in the Champions League if you're not going to go for it and try and win it. Yeah. But for me, we need to be in it to attract that certain caliber of player, right? And that for me, as long as we're not in the Champions League, the decent players that we do have are probably going to want to go. I mean, if you look at Aubameyang, I think he'll go this summer. And fair play to him. He's 28, 29, or 30, or whatever it is. But he wants to be in the biggest cup competition. Yeah. Fair play to him. Every time he scores a goal, as soon as he turns around and runs back, we've conceded one.
Yeah.
It's only so long you can put up with that.
CIX, I know obviously you've got to be a Liverpool fan. Play like that first half versus Liverpool, you'll get piped. Listen, don't go by on that game, for God's sakes. I mean, we must have had 5 or 6 players that we didn't play out of our first team. We've still got players to come back yet. And we've got players that we're going to go and buy in this window, hopefully, 3 players. Listen, you've got a fantastic team, don't get me wrong. You're being run properly from top to bottom. But I'm positive now. I'm positive that we've got the right man, like you think you've got the right man under Klopp. I think that Arteta can do something like this and all. So I'm looking forward to the game, mate, to be honest. I wasn't when at the beginning of the season, because I knew exactly how Emery was going to play. But I'm telling you now, it's going to be a great game. I'll tell you that now. It's going to be a great game. And I'm very positive, mate. Very positive. And we've all we can do, really, let's be honest, because we've been right down there this season. The only way for us is up now. For you, Liverpool, you ain't had no injuries whatsoever either. And if you've had an injury, it's only been one at a time. Wait until you get 4 or 5 injuries on a trot of all your best players. I mean, we haven't had defense out for more than one game, have we?
They've had the rub of the green this year, haven't they? Look,
exactly. Everything
well deserved. I can't knock them, but the injuries have been minimal. I think Alisson was the only one really at a long term.
Yeah.
And let's be honest, they've had VAR on their side.
Exactly, mate. You know, while the chips are going good, it's all gravy. Do you know what I mean? But it's when it's on that downturn, and then you get something like Salah injured, Mane injured, Milner injured. You know what I mean? Van Dijk injured. You get 5 or 6 players out. Yeah, you have got a great squad. You've got great young players. Don't get me wrong. And hopefully they would come in and still do the same for you. But at the end of the day, you don't know that yet because it hasn't happened to you.
Yeah. So, quick question, right? If you had the chance right now, keep Arteta or take Klopp, which one would you pick?
Now that is an hard decision, right?
I thought you were the best person to ask.
Because, but to be fair, Klopp ain't won the Premier League yet. I mean, he looks like he's going to this year, don't get me wrong. But he could have done that a couple of seasons ago. And he didn't. I mean, he's won the Champions League now. And he's obviously that World Cup game, whatever it is. I can't even remember what it is. What is it called? I mean, that is nothing to me because you know what I mean? I don't mean anything. So I don't care if you won that, to be honest. But it's such an hard one. You know what? Honestly, it's because I'm so behind Arteta, and I think he could be that manager. So I mean, I really do believe that. I know I'm probably deluded, and everyone will say that you're too much behind Arteta. He's just been Pep's wank man and whatever. Do you know what I mean? But I do see something in him. Do you know what I mean? I don't know what. I do.
It's not. No, listen. I don't think it's deluded. I just think let's be honest. It's a risk. It was a risk. If it's like I said, if we were sort of top 4 and it was an easy transition, then it'd be very seamless, if you like. It was only because we were falling, and then you're going to give this mess to someone who's not managed. Yeah. That is a risk. If you had your own business and the business was falling apart, would you give it to a rookie? Or would you give it to someone experienced who's got? It's the same thing, really, isn't it? Let's be honest. That's the same logic. So. But I mean, from what we can see so far, they look like they're buying it. I just hope that they don't sell him out, because I don't trust these players, if I'm honest. Yeah. I've seen enough over the years to show me that these players only play if they like the manager. So Arteta has to keep on. Do you know what I mean? Matey, if you like, right? The minute they turn, it only takes 1 or 2 in it, and that's not just Arsenal, it's any club. Like in the dressing room, you always get 1 or 2 bad eggs, if you like, because this player power, it's so rife nowadays in football, isn't it?
Yeah, no, exactly.
I mean, to be honest,
before I send that question back to yourself, because you ain't answered it yet. The only reason why I say an all, because it would be more if I kept Arteta, is because Arteta is a true red. I think he's Arsenal through and through.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean. He was Arsenal through and through before he played for us and things like that. He loved it. He loved our club and things like that. So I think it would mean more to me if Arteta won it with Arsenal more than Klopp, if you know what I mean. Klopp would come in and he'd be your manager and he'd win it and he'd probably love the club, don't get me wrong. But Arteta just loves Arsenal. So that for me, I think personally, it would mean more to me. But when you answer the question.
I'll take Klopp all day long.
Yeah?
All day long. But mind you, no, and there's nothing to. There's 2 managers who I would, if I had the chance to get, I'd tell Arteta to go. And it's harsh. Klopp and Guardiola. I've idolised those 2 for a number of years now. I just think they're absolute class.
Yeah.
Klopp's charisma, for me, can just lift a team. His charisma alone.
Yeah.
And I love seeing it. I love how he stuck up for the fans when the board wanted to, increase the ticket prices. It was down to Klopp really that they backtracked on that. So he was like, no, you can't do that. Things like that. I just thought, no, he come from Dortmund, a club where, they really, really connect with the fans, don't they? And that's massive for Klopp. He's brought back to Liverpool that ethos, if you like. And Guardiola, I mean, come on.
Yeah.
There's only can't go up from Guardiola. You can only come down, can't you? So, but yeah, those two aside, mate.
Yeah.
But he needs a chance. It's just a board for me now, Tel. If I'm honest.
We're going to find out quite quickly, haven't we, with the ball?
Yeah.
We've got a transfer window now, and in my eyes, we definitely need to get a central defender because obviously you've got Chambers out now, injured. If we can't afford really to get another big injury like that, because if we do, then we're down to the bare bones again. Do you know what I mean? So if we can go out and get a great defender, we still need to sell a few players. Do you know what I mean? Don't get me wrong. I mean, we've still got people on loan that we can sell. Get rid of El Nini, get rid of Mkhitaryan. I don't know why we've still got these on our books. Do you know what I mean? Get rid of our wages.
Did you hear about that we rejected the 8.5 million for Mkhitaryan?
Ridiculous. I can't understand it. Do you know what I mean? What we holding out for? Just get rid of them, cut our losses. Do you know what I mean? And let's move on. Do you know what I mean? That was a different era, if you know what I mean, under Emery and that. Now let's just move on. Just get rid of the players, get players off the books, and let's start afresh. Do you know what I mean? Let's move forward.
Yeah, clear the decks, mate. I agree.
Get 2 or 3 players in. That'd be a start. Hopefully, get a few players back before the end of the transfer window. So then that feels like you're getting 6 players back, if you know what I mean. And then obviously see what Arteta can do until the end of the season. We're still in the FA Cup at the minute. We've got Bournemouth away now. Let's be honest. In the 4th round under Arteta, we should win that. So
we should win that.
Yeah, we're more or less looking at the 5th round now of the FA Cup and seeing what draw we get there. We're in the Europa League still. You know what I mean?
But you know what, Tel, right? There's a lot of fans, right, who say that top 4 is done, right?
Yeah.
Half of me agrees with that. I don't know what the guys in the chat think, right, in the chat room. But then there's a little part of me that thinks, do you know what? It's like a hot potato, right? Tottenham are not in form. Chelsea win one game, they lose 2. They're very inconsistent. And sometimes I just think, if we could just put a run together, right? I don't care if it's a boring 1-0 win, right, from now to the end of the season. I'll take that. Everyone else, like Man United, I mean, Christ, I mean, how poor are they?
Yeah.
Well, it's like last year, while everyone around us, right, is messing about, while they're messing about, we could put a little run. 2 or 3 wins, Tel, we're right up there.
The thing is,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, like what you're saying. And even though that we're experimenting now, like, you know what I mean? Because obviously Arteta's just come in. We've got a few players out. Once they get back, if we get a few players in, under this, even though we're experimenting, we could still push for that 4th place. I totally agree with you. Do you know what I mean? I think, what is it, 7, 8 points behind Chelsea, are we?
Yeah, it's about 8. It's 8 points, but I looked at the table and I was like, a lot of fans are saying, no, it's no chance, right? But when you look at the table and you think, yeah, but you know what? All we've got to do, if we won 2 games, our next 2 games, and Chelsea lost 1, drew 1, all of a sudden,
exactly,
you're right on their coattails, aren't you? And Tottenham, you never know what's happening with them. Man United are very inconsistent. No one's other than what was that?
Go on, mate. So,
these are the problems. The attitude. Sorry, that's the problem. Yeah, no, this. Do you know what? If he was ever going to give the players I say a pass because I don't. It's the FA Cup. If they play like that against Palace, then as far as I'm concerned, then do you know what? They've opened themselves up to all sorts of criticism, right? The players should want top 4. They should want it. They should be going out on the pitch and dying for it. Because what player doesn't want to play in the Champions League? You know what? We bottled it last season. A lot of that was Emery, but that was also the players. I would not put that 100% on Emery. Because as soon as the players walk on that pitch, it's up to them.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Palace and Brighton, not being funny, if you ever needed 2 games to try and get 1 win, Well, you're
Yep.
picking Palace and Brighton, aren't you? Let's be honest. You're not picking Man City and Liverpool here.
It's Palace and Sheffield United, isn't it? We've got next.
Yeah.
Yeah, Palace.
Palace away, Sheffield United at home. That'll be tough games and all.
Palace are a point in front of us. We're in 9th place.
Yeah.
10th place. Palace are a point in front of us, and Sheffield United are 2 points in front of us.
Okay.
So hypothetically, like you said, if we won them games, so that'd be 6 points. We'd be 3 points behind Chelsea if they lost their next two.
Yeah, and I wonder who Chelsea have got. So they might have some hard games. They might have some games where you think, oh.
I don't know who the one after will be, but they've got the weekend. Well, they're at home to Burnley. So,
Big up Arsenal realist. Love that bloke, man.
Chelsea are not performing. They're only performing away from them at Chelsea. So, that's going to be quite an hard game against Burnley. And
who they got? Sorry, tell Burnley and who else?
I don't know who they got after that.
Sorry, right, yeah.
But look at that. You got Tottenham, Liverpool on Saturday.
Liverpool, let's be real.
Liverpool 3 points. So then that puts us 2 points behind Tottenham, and they're in 6th place.
Yeah.
There you go. Do you know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. We could literally be. That top 4 is wide open, to be honest, I think. Still.
Yeah. It's a hot potato salad. No one wants it.
Yeah.
Leicester, I think let's
be real though. It wouldn't have been if we were still under Emery or Lundberg. We wouldn't have been. No. We would have been down at the bottom.
No, I mean, like I've said to you before, I don't think Emery was as bad as what people make out. He still had to go because let's be real, they didn't respect him.
Yeah.
And I did read something, and I don't know if this is true, and it might not be. So, like, don't sort of like judge me on it, right? But when I saw an article about the players sort of like taking the piss out of him, right? Because obviously he doesn't speak a lot of English and like mugging him off. And if that is true, that is absolutely disgusting, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, I think with Arteta here, and if we start playing exactly the way we did against Man United, right? There's not many teams that are going to be able to deal with us, right? So if all we've got to do is get 2 or 3 wins, put 2, 3, 4 wins together, get a little run going, because Chelsea ain't going to look how inconsistent they are.
Yeah,
it's not impossible. It's not out of reach, right? I just hope I think Arteta wants it. It's the players. Do they want it, Tel? Do they want it, or do they want Europa League again? Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. It's there for the taking.
Well, put it this way. Look at this, right? We've got Palace, we've got Sheffield United, right? And then it could be a big 6-pointer because that game after that is Chelsea. Now, if they like I said, if they had lost their next 2 games, we're only 9 points behind them. So we could be going into that game. If we win that, we could be on the same points as Chelsea.
There you go.
Within the next 3 games. I mean, ridiculous to think that. You know what I mean? A month ago, we're talking about relegation battle.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
We were talking about relegation battle with these players that are not good enough to play for Arsenal, that will not play any different under a new manager. And now look at us a month down the line. We've had 4 games under Arteta, a new manager. We keep praising him, saying the difference that we can see and the difference the players are putting in, the structure of the team, the pressing of the team, the attacking of the team. Do you know what I mean? And in 3 games' time, we could be more or less in 4th place with Chelsea.
Yeah. But do you know what, right? A lot of that, because I've been one of the people, if I'm honest, who have said, doesn't matter who we bring in, can't do nothing with these players, right?
Yeah,
they've played well. Don't get me wrong. For me, it wasn't just about their ability on the ball, technical ability. It's about the mentality, the attitude, right? And so there's a little part of me that thinks when you've got players who, for a long time, have been left their own devices, pretty much you can do what you want, lads.
Yeah.
Right. To all of a sudden, someone like Arteta, being like a drill sergeant, if you like. Mm-hmm. Can you change a mentality that quick? Do they want it enough? You know what I'm saying? Against Man United, they press like a team possessed, right? Brilliant. If you play like that every game from now to the end of the season, we'll probably get top 4.
Well, without a shadow of doubt.
Let's be real.
Yeah,
right?
we can do that.
But can they do it?
Yeah, no, exactly.
Do they want to do it? That's the question.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I know Arteta wants it.
Now, what you're seeing is even at the end of the game, like we're seeing now on the pitch, the players all look happy. They're all hugging each other. They look like they want to do it for each other now. Whereas, let's be honest, a month ago and before that, no one could give a shit. Like you said, we've all said it. The players don't look like they give a shit. They don't look like if they want to be out there. They don't look like if they want to wear the shirt. They don't care if they get, they're just getting their wages and that's it. But now it's a totally different philosophy at the moment. Do you know what I mean? So like, I hope we do. Don't get me wrong. I can see the way he wants to play, like I've said. And if he plays that high pressing game in every game, all right, we're not going to go out and win every game. We know that. You know what I mean? But if he can play that high pressing game and sometimes we get unlucky and the VAR decision goes against us, or we get a mistake like Leno did against Chelsea, that's going to happen still. Do you know what I mean? Of course it is. But as long as you can see that high intensity still and we're going out, putting in that performance, there's no reason why we can't at least try and get that top 4 at the end of the season in my eye.
Yeah. And look, I know like Ian Hutchinson, listen, mate, I'm not saying we will. Ian, all I'm saying is if there was ever an opportunity, like what happened last season, let's be honest, 1 week to the next, it was like no one wanted that 4th spot. I can see this season being the same as last season. I don't want it. You have it. No, you have it. No, you have it. Right? And all it takes is a team to take advantage of everyone's slip-ups because Tottenham aren't in form, Chelsea aren't in form, Man United are not in form. Right? Leicester and Liverpool are the only teams who are relentless winning. Right? Man City have even faltered a little bit. Right? Those 3 teams aside, it's up for grabs. It's anyone's.
Yeah.
Who's to say Spurs won't lose their next 2 games? Who's to say Chelsea won't?
Exactly.
But if we win our next 2, guess what? We're right on their coattails.
Yeah.
It's not impossible, is it?
No, exactly. Just picking up a couple of points here from what Ian's put. Ian's put we could have been 3-0 down, same as Pilot Finch. Evening, lads. Was a bit lucky tonight. Much improved fitness levels. You should have been 3-0 down. We should have been 3-0 down. You're totally right. We should have been 3-0 up against Chelsea. But we lost that game because of our fitness levels. It goes both ways. Do you know what I mean? Even the best teams, even when we went undefeated, I think we was 3-0 or 2-0 down to Liverpool when we was away, when Henry come on and he scored an hat-trick. Do you know what I mean? There's going to be some games where, unfortunately, we're not going to be at it right at the start.
No. My honest view, tonight, my honest view was I think arrogance played a big part in that.
Yeah,
I disagree with Simon. I mean, come on, I can't stand Man United, but you can't tell me Leeds are a better team.
No.
If we can beat Man United the way we played, I mean, this is it was arrogance. Arrogance.
The way I can sort of look at it is right in my eyes is that if we would have had a fully fit team out there tonight and we played our best players, I think we would have annihilated them. I really do, right? But obviously, we've got a makeshift team. We've got a load of injuries. It was still a good team. Don't get me wrong. We still had a good side out there. I think that he might have said, look, Leeds are going to come at us this first half. They're going to come at us with everything they've got because they think we're on the ropes. It's a good time for them to come here and try and do it. Let's let them try not to, concede, obviously. But let's let them run their legs out because, let's be honest, in that second half, we was all over them, really, to be fair. Like it was the role reversal of the Chelsea game for me. Exactly that. They should have been up in that first half.
The only thing is, right, with that, I would rather them come out all guns blazing. You see, like how Liverpool do.
Yeah.
Right, they come at you, right? From that first whistle, they're on you, right? They press you, they smother you. Get the game won.
Yep.
Get the game won. Yep. Then you can put subs on and mess about and ease off the pressure and park the bus. Do whatever you get the game won because that is risky.
Yeah.
They had a better striker, mate. I'm telling you, so be careful with that one. But I see what you're saying. I
know what you mean. I totally agree. I always say that you should always have, like I've said in the live one tonight. You should always play your best team. Play your best team. Get 3-4-0 up. Then make substitutions. Do you know what I mean? and not do it the other way around, because then all you're doing is bringing your best players on to chase the game when you're losing, and that's when injuries happen in my eyes. Do you know what I mean? I don't agree with that whatsoever. So always play your best, I'll say. But I just think he's trying to manage the team that he's got at the moment. Obviously, he knows without a shadow of a doubt he hasn't got a squad of players here, if you know what I mean. We all know that. You know what I mean? We all know he's got to go out, buy a few players, get rid of a few players and things like that. I think he's just managing what he's got at the moment to his best ability and trying to get the best out of them. And let's be honest, he's got to be doing something right. I mean, we should have been annihilated in that first half and we've come away and won 1-0. So it can't be that bad. Do you know what I mean?
Don't forget though, Tel, and I'll say the same thing as what I said when Emery first got here, and that's why I said I'd give him a year and a bit. These ain't his players.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? These aren't Arteta's players. I'll say the same thing as what I said for Emery. You know, they're not his players. Yes, he can work with them, but let's be honest. If he had a blank canvas, right? Would he have, if it was up to him, would he have gone out and signed a David Luiz? I don't think so.
No.
Would he? You know, would he have got? Do you know what I mean? Somebody Socrates? No. I don't think Arteta would, but he's got to work with what he's got, maximise them, you know, get as much as you can out of them. But like I said to you, mate, I think it's not so much January. I think in the summer is where we're really going to see, you know, the board's intentions. But this top four thing, if we get one or two players, it gives that squad a lift. You never know, mate. Do you know what I mean? If we get some decent players, two or three decent players, it boosts the squad. It gives them a lift. And you know what? You never know.
Exactly. Well,
you don't believe, you won't achieve it. It's as simple as that.
Exactly,
you know?
Exactly that. Great mentality. Well, I've got to wrap it up in the next couple of minutes, mate, because I need to go to work on that. So
we'll be going for ages, aren't we? Yeah, sorry, mate.
Just we'll end it on this quickly. See what your thoughts are. Right, we're saying that we need boards to back Arteta, and you know, what I mean, get a couple of players in. If he gets these two players in, right? If he gets these two players in this transfer window with transfers coming back, how positive would you be going into the rest of the season, Diesel?
Them two, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. I said to you in the previous podcast, it's not so much who he buys for me, it's who he gets out.
Yeah.
There's a lot of deadwood, but Ziyech, I think, is a baller. I've rated him for time. And Alvin Meccano, if we get him, I'd be more excited about next season because him and Saliba.
Yeah.
Very excited with that. And Tierney to come back.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Very excited, mate. Give a boost to the squad, that's for sure. Yeah.
Right, let's wrap this up then. So, obviously, we played the FA Cup tonight. We won 1-0. Not a great first half. In fact, we should have been 3-0 down in the first half. Second half, we come out. We was more like how we played against United. Pressing, eye pressing and that. Good goal by Nelson. He kept going. We move on. We beat them 1-0. Got Bournemouth in the next round away from home in the fourth round. So, hopefully, that looks promising. We should win there in my eyes. Moving on to the fifth round then. So that's 4 games under Arteta now. I think that's 2 wins, a draw and a loss. And we are looking so much better in my eyes. We can see the direction we're going in. You can see how he wants us to play. Once the fitness level gets up, I'm just really, really excited to see what Arteta does with a fully fit team, a few players in our team, a few new players, and I think we'll be up there. And just mark my words, remember this podcast because we are going to beat Liverpool when it comes round to it. All right? There you go. I've said it. Diesel, thanks very much. Thanks very much for joining me.
Thanks for the invite. And thanks to all the guys in the chat room for watching. Ian Hutchinson, cheers, mate. I've just sent you your message. Thank you, brother.
Yeah, everyone, thanks so much for watching. It's been great doing the live again. Everyone hit that like button, please. And we'll see you again soon.
Tell, before we go, just say Aubameyang for me.
Aubameyang, get in there.
All right, nice one.
See you later on, everyone. Have a good night.
Cheers, guys. All the best.